Hello. I'm a little too short, probably. I'm a little bit too much down. Yeah. There we go.
Come back here.
I should come up a little bit. Okay, here we go. Hi, it's me, I'm Pixel, and this one up here is a who?
It's an owl.
It's an owl.
Who? It's me. It's Sophie. Hi. I just realized that we're way closer to the ending than expected.
Yep. Oh, by the way, the other day I was playing Ocarina of Time. Have you ever played Ocarina of Time?
Half of it, kinda.
Okay, you know, the owl. ch.4.
Yes.
Is that a relative of yours? That was the question last time.
Maybe.
Are you related somehow?
I have a lot of relatives.
Are you related somehow? I don't know. I was asking myself that. So
could be.
Could be.
You will never know.
I see.
Anyway. Oh my god. Anyway. Anyway, panic. Last time in Umineko.
Anyway, apparently we are closer than to the ending of the chapter that we thought. And also, I hope you like the title of today's live stream.
Yes, I saw it.
Which have totally nothing to do with how last time the game decided to end that part. Totally nothing to do with that.
So, no, absolutely.
So, yeah.
So, last time in Umineko, Jessica and Georgie's exams ended very poorly.
Yeah.
Extremely poorly.
They did.
Kyrie, Kraus.
Hi, Mika. Thank you for the lurk.
Nanjo, Canon, and Shannon are dead.
Everyone is dead, basically.
Everyone is dead.
Hi, Ado.
And Butler and Maria went to have their own exams, and apparently Butler is not qualified to be Beatrice's opponent.
More than that, okay, so apparently Maria did very well on her test.
Yes,
Kinzo judged her and said, oh yeah, this one's promising. And honestly, I was expecting that. And I even said it before, because, I mean, dude, you were waiting for someone that is so into magic as much as you, and you have the perfect person there. You have the perfect one. It's been there in front of you
the whole time.
The whole time. So yeah, I mean, it was perfect. And Butler apparently committed a sin that is not being away from the family for 6 years. So
exactly.
Whatever.
So it's a sin that he's not aware of.
It's something he's not aware of, and also is not Azumu's son.
Yes.
So he must be curious. I mean, of course. There's only one thing that I do not understand, all the fact that Kiria said, oh yeah, when I look at him, it reminds me of Azumu, and I have 18 years of
jealousy,
of envy inside me. And what about you and your 3 months of jealousy? I have 18 years, and now you're nothing compared to me. 7 days, yeah, whatever it was.
We will put a pin in that.
So
put a pin in that.
About that, I don't really understand that part, but the only thing that I can think about it is, okay, we know Rudolph. Rudolph, it's not very committed into a relationship, okay?
Yes.
So, okay, and the only thing that I can think about is Rudolph did the horizontal tango with Kirie.
Did the deed. Yes.
with Kirie, the monster mesh, okay. With Kirie, and hey, look, that's something came out. That's Butler came out, and Azumu probably at that point knew already that she was sick or something, and said, okay, Rudolph's an asshole, but this kid has nothing to do with the whole situation, so I can make it. I can grow him up like it's my own, but I never tell him because looks like a Mona Lisa. Yeah, actually, I think it's on purpose that it really similar to the Mona Lisa. Honestly, hi Suli.
Hi. I am gonna stay extremely silent on this matter, but we have figured out together that there's a very simple way.
Oh yeah, there's a simple way to go around the thing. Beatrice said, yeah, he could have. Butler could have just said, "Hey, listen, okay, maybe I'm not Azumu son, but I am definitely Rudolph's son, so I am Ushiromiya, so whatever."
So you can say I am Ushiromiya Butler in red, so being
he could say that because he actually said that in red, so yeah.
Yes, so saying that is not the problem. The problem is Ushiromiya Butler is Azumi's son, and that he cannot say. So the easy way out is, I am Ushiromiya Rudolph's son.
But I mean, it's Butler. It's not the smartest of the bunch, so...
So he succumbed to the pressure and did not think about
honestly, the only thing I don't really understand is, at that point, me, myself, I would be curious if I could say, I am my father's... I come from my father in red. Because if I cannot say about my...
Smart.
Not even, it's not even being smart, it's just I'm curious to know now. I want to know now. Because if that's not real, what is real? Is my father actually my father at this point? If what I believe was my mother until now, it's not. Is my father actually who I think it is my father? I would be curious a lot.
Let's put a pin in that. So we can continue because the game decided to throw an extremely big cliffhanger and
then said, you know what? Let's go into 12 years later.
12 years later, we
yeah. Were you saying she's pretty, Offie or Beatrice of the painting?
Beatrice, of course. Yes, it's Beatrice. I'm telling you right now.
I don't know.
Beatrice is extremely pretty.
Offie, see, she's talking. They're talking about you. I'm talking about you. See.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Tell him.
No. It's Beatrice.
Tell her.
It's Beatrice. Let's just.
Tell her.
No. Let's just go.
She's an owl though, not a dove. But you are being pretty cool. Still a bird. See. They're talking about you. Don't pretend to not listen and only listen to the music. By the way.
Yes.
Oh, the music is actually there because I'm supposed to listen to it.
Yes. The exotic music, let's fucking go.
So she's an owl, and I'm a television. So imagine, an owl nesting over television.
That would be cute.
That would be pretty cute. This is probably. I feel like this is a parody of an actual musician.
No, I think that's the composer.
It's the actual composer. Oh, that could be cool.
Yep, that's a composer that began working with Ryokishi.
Okay.
Starting with Umineko, so Umineko is its first.
Oh, love it. Great. Oh, Grace. Okay, it makes more sense now. You're reading chat, right?
Yeah. I was just checking, but I think this soundtrack is actually them, theirs.
It's actually
Amakusa's theme is actually
this one.
I think so.
Yeah, but that was actual Amakusa's theme until now. Yes. I mean, last time he got this the music.
No, but I mean, it was composed by that Zaki. that Maxa mentioned.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's what I said.
Okay. Sorry. Maxa turned the radio off. The world of cheery sounds was immediately swallowed up by the roar of the sea, and bloated out by the ocean is grey. I don't know. Wait, give me a second.
That's
I
okay.
am having some problems. Okay.
What's up? Problems
Just
on
lagging.
Oh wait. Let me see something. Maybe it's me. No, it's not. Apparently
No,
not.
maybe it's fine now.
It could be Discord. I don't know. You know how Discord
It
is.
could be, yes. It's okay.
Oh, she's actually not that tall. I'm like, you know,
Oh,
being shorter now because space.
yeah. Let's say that Pixel is sitting on a chair and I'm sitting on a stool.
Yeah, something like that.
Nice stool. Yeah.
No, Captain, you cannot see it without love. Of course, that's the rule. We know.
I like.
Okay. I was just saying, dude. Don't worry. Calm down. That's a big menace over there.
That expression of anger is painful to see.
Yeah.
The boat captain pointed, but I couldn't really recall that scene of 12 years ago. I thought I'd surely be able to immediately remember how things had been at the time. But no memories came back to me.
You have the bastard right beside you. What hesitate to feel me breaking in half?
After that incident, the island was sealed off and left to the wild. I couldn't satisfy myself with the thought that this was just inevitable, and I felt sad and painful for some reason. But I at last remember one thing. You might say that it'd probably be the same anywhere on the sea, but I remember at least one thing. The cries.
Oh, of course.
Of the seagulls.
They said the thing. They said the thing.
That's the thing. I do remember those. When I was young, I rarely went to the ocean. So everything that symbolized the ocean meant Rokkenjima and a family gathering to me. In short, it was a symbol for the happiness of going out with my family. However, at this point in time, it seems doubtful whether that even was happiness. In my younger days, the trip had felt like a relaxed family vacation, but considering my parents' situation at the time, it was surely a very difficult trip to handle, with the distribution of the inheritance filling the place with the smell of gunpowder.
A lot of money right now.
I can remember giggling all over the place, completely ignorant of my parents' feelings. It's such a fault.
Of course, when you're that young, what can you know about all this stuff? I mean...
六軒島ですかい。すべての始まりで、すべての旅の終着駅ってわけだ。
Amaxa, in an attempt to speak for my innermost feelings, tried to sound cool. The boat slowly rounded the island. I hoped that viewing it at a different angle might bring back my memories of the island's silhouette at the time just a little.
Literally reading how to fan Italian language joke words, okay. That's putting effort there, I have to be honest.
But in the end, even when that inlet was hidden completely by cliffs, I wasn't able to remember anything.
For air, it's at least 13 years. Because it's 12, since the last since the incident, but she didn't go there, so it's 13 years for her. So I mean, try to remember it something that all the time ago, and also she was very young. She was like 6.
Yes.
船長、さっきのもう一つの船着き場の話を聞かせてください。
六軒島には船着き場は一つしかないことになっとる。
Yeah, sure.
だがそれは表向きだ。
Of course.
島裏のもう一つの隠された船着き場。
Oh, okay. Secret Ecuadorian Harbor. I see.
There we go.
六
Good
軒
job.
島そのものね。誰も知らない二つ目のもう一つの顔がある。
六軒島は石宮家の領有する島だ。だが金蔵さん個人が所有する島というもう一つの顔がある。
一つの島、二つの船着き場、二つの屋敷。愛人を囲うためだけに随分と金をかけたもんだ。
もう一つの船着き場のことを知る人間は
限られとる。金蔵さん、執事の源次さん、わしら船の関係者。高齢の使用人がほんの数人だ。南城診療所の先代先生も熊沢のばあさんも知っとった。
Of course.
数えりゃ結構いるような気がするが、とにかく知っている人間はわずかだった。
そのもう一つの屋敷について教えてください。
クワドリアンちゅう名前のお屋敷があるとだけは聞かされとった。わしは船を離れることを許されんかったから一度も見たことはないが。
船着き場からは見えないくらいに遠いということですかい？
わからん。
See? Listen what what they write about you, girl.
What? What? Wait, what?
Read chat.
Wait. I'm coming.
Read chat.
I got distracted. Didn't open it. Oh god. Wait. What is happening over here? What?
That's it.
What is happening?
I don't know. I'm not writing that.
No. We can just continue.
Yeah, sure.
There's no need to read that. There's
た
no
だ隠し屋敷だからな。
There's no need to read that because you did everything on your own self, okay?
外からは見えん場所に建ててあったろうな。とにかくクワドリアンについてはあの島の最高の秘密だった。
クワドリアンにベアトリーチェが住まわされていた、あるいは幽閉されていたという説があり
I
ますが、
mean, we know
船
that
長はどう考えますか？
we know that was a fact.
わしは
least
ク
for a
ワド
while.
リアンへの雑貨も運んでおった。その中に女しか使わんような、それも高級なもんが含まれることも多かった。わしもその説を確信しとる。
では船長はベアトリーチェって女を直接見たことはないわけですか？
ない。20年近く出入りをしたが一度も見たことはない。
20年？
Wait, though.
Yes.
How? Beatrice died at a certain point. So she wouldn't need all that stuff. So who's that stuff for? After a while. I mean, she supposedly died many years ago because she died when Rosa was very young.
I think she did, but did she confirm that in red? I think so. In chapter 2. In chapter 3, sorry.
Yeah, no,
She
but
confirmed it in
but
red.
Rosa said about
Okay.
that she didn't have that power. Said it in red.
Yeah, okay. I see.
So it's not been directly said by Beatrice, but it has been said by Rosa that witnessed that. And in that
Do you
specific...
trust Rosa?
Normally,
Do
no,
you have
but...
enough love to trust Rosa?
No, I have no love for Rosa, but that's another thing. But in this specific case, what would she gain about talking about all that convoluted story? She basically said, I killed someone, so she had nothing to gain about that.
It's up to you whether to believe stuff that is not in red or not.
We have seen that happen. It was flashback though. It's like she was telling
That was
that
in
though.
game though.
Yeah.
That was in game.
Yeah. But she was like
So-
more narrating that than actually. We have seen that for game thing, but no, I didn't notice the cappuccino thing. Sorry, it's not a real thing actually. Eating, not being able to drink cappuccino after lunch though. I don't think
I used to get cappuccino after lunch.
I don't think it's a real. It's not a real
I don't
problem.
think so.
It's not a real problem
no, I
that.
don't think so.
I've
No,
seen
don't
people outside Italy saying that, but it's not an actual thing. Breaking pasta
is a crime.
Breaking pasta
Breaking pasta
it is a
actually
crime. It is a crime, and you will get arrested or even killed on the spot. Yes. With no even any way of being able to retaliate in any way. That on the spot.
For an extremely long time, I used to only get cappuccinos, actually.
Break the pasta. Femur said break the pasta.
Don't break
Don't do that. You know that every time you do that, an angel dies. You wanna kill Offie because of that?
What? I'm not an angel, though. I'm an owl. What?
Also,
What?
no, it was you know, it's like saying that I was saying, you know, that when you say that if you do something someone dies
Yes,
and all of that,
I
you
know that,
it was
I
all
know
of that.
Good job. No breaking pasta.
Good.
Good.
By the way,
Oh, right. So it's up to you to decide whether to believe in Rosa's story or not.
but every time you do that, an Italian dies, and it's chosen at random. It's not necessarily the one you show it to.
Just a roulette.
Do you wanna
Just
take
roulette.
do you wanna take those odds? Do you wanna take those odds? It's like the epitaphs. People get chosen at random, so you know.
Oh no.
What was talking about?
Believing in Rosa.
Yeah, but I mean, if
No, I am Italian, alright. Sorry.
sorry to tell you about
I'm
that.
gonna be in the odds.
Yeah, she's in the odds. So yeah. By the way,
I know that I don't
unless
seem Italian, but I am.
why you don't seem Italian? What the heck? Why you shouldn't see me?
I don't eat tomato pasta at all.
You don't eat tomato pasta because you never ate it the good kind of tomato of tomato pasta.
No, I used to eat it for every single weekend for 10 years. I couldn't do it anymore.
Okay, and then I understand why you're not eating it anymore, because after a while it's still the same thing. Okay, that I understand that. By the way, I was saying, unless, and it's not impossible,
No, that's a crime. Sorry. Ketchup on pasta is a crime
No,
unless
ketchup-
you're in Japan.
Honestly,
Unless you're in Japan,
ketchup
on pasta is a
ketchup is
a
sweet.
crime.
Why you should put it on pasta? It doesn't make any fucking sense. Unless the entirety of the game layer is like a facade, like a big theater show, which is a possibility because nobody said that it isn't. Which is an actual possibility, and that would explain in an actual non-magical way a lot of things. Whatever happened there, whatever you see that happening, can be kind of real, in a way. But if it is all a big facade, all a big show for the lols, it could explain a lot. It's like watching like a movie or something at a theater, and the people in the tea party, let's call it the tea party layer, is the audience. So whatever happened on the stage, it's not real. It happens, but it's not real. It could be explaining something like that. I'm not necessarily saying it is like that, but it's like a metaphor, you know?
I mean, it could be, but I'm gonna say this much. Do not doubt that the red is different from the truth.
No.
Red is the truth.
Yes, but
regardless of the layer.
Yeah. But I'm saying something different here now. The red, when anything is said in red, it's true. But it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with what happens in the game layer.
No. Okay. It's just that. I just wanted to make sure that you remember that the red is general truth. Okay?
Yeah. True. Big question before you stop. Distracted, hypothetically, if you piss you up, yell me in Italian. I don't know, it depends. Maybe both. Potentially both. A bit of Italian yelling and then a ban. Yeah, it could be. I can see me doing that. By the way. Potentially. If it is bad enough, yes, both. Could be a thing.
Both is good.
Both is good. Yeah.
Both is good.
What's good?
What you're saying makes sense, actually. So I think it would make sense in this context. Of course, I'm not gonna say if it's right.
Yeah. Of course, but so basically, what I'm saying is the loop. That would explain the loop and why every time people dies and then it's not that anymore and all of that. If it is like, if everything is fake, not necessarily a stage play, but something in that
Among those lines.
In that kind of metaphor, let's say, even if it's not proper.
Yes, sorry.
Metaphor fantasy. Yeah. I honestly was just thinking about that. You're gonna go cancel yourself before you get to,
Don't cancel yourself.
I'll be better be fast. Just kidding, of course. So yeah. What I mean is, whatever is in the game layer can be something fake, something made up for. Oh. I clicked my mistake. I don't know what I clicked, honestly.
I don't know. Maybe you just clicked forward for a split second.
Yeah, could be. I skipped the procedures. It means she was at least 20 plus. Looks like she wasn't some mademoiselle.
Oh, Beatrice.
Yeah.
One day, all coming and going to and from Komodo and suddenly stopped.
Okay, then it probably this is the moment when Betis died.
今からだいたい30年前だから、
Okay, see.
昭和43年頃だったと思う。
Okay, and that would make sense with Rosa's flashback.
Rosa being, yes.
ぷっつりと突然。
食料やゴミなどの運搬往来で、わしらは決められた日程で裏に行っとった。ああ、裏っちゅうのはクワドリアン側の船着き場のことだ。
Ah, yeah, of course.
わかります。それで。
ある日、源氏さんから急な連絡があった。別の指示があるまで裏には行かなくていいって言うんだ。
別の指示とは？
特にはなかった。早い話が、ある日突然裏には今後定期便はいらない、食料も届けなくていいと言われたわけだ。わしは最初クビにされたのかと。だがすぐに気づいた。
She dead.
それにクワドリアンのことを知る使用人たちの様子からもなんとなく察しがついた。
ベアトリーチェが死んで食料を届ける必要も世話人を送る必要もなくなった。
Okay, yeah. Of
わし
course.
はそう考えた。それっきり裏へ船を出せという指示はしかし裏については死ぬまで何も喋る。その後源氏さんが直接わしのところへ来てえらく強く念を押した。
その20年間も放置されていた隠し屋敷にどうしてエヴァおばさんが？
Because the gold was there. Of course.
On that day, 12 years ago, Ushiromi Oeva somehow escaped harm alone in a hidden mansion 2 kilometers away from the mansion. Why was she in a hidden mansion that had been forgotten for 20 years?
ワイドショーで見たよ。わしにも何が何だかさっぱりわからん。エヴァさんを裏へ案内したことは一度もない。どうやってクワドリアンを知りたどり着いたのか、わしにはさ。
裏のクワドリアンに陸路で行くことは不可能だったのかしら。
I mean, it's an island, not two different islands, so
Yeah.
yes. I mean, I would take that for granted, honestly.
もしも話通りに未開の密林だとしたら、おめかしした奥様風情に踏破できるもんじゃありませんぜ。
Oh, and also there's the secret passage thingy that we seen last time.
じゃあ回路？モーターボートみたいなものがあったとか？
まさか。
On a storm? Not a good idea.
あの二晩の台風は、
Yeah.
そりゃひどいもんだ。船なんぞ使えるわけもない。
じゃあ屋敷とクワドリアンを直通する。
Yep.
例えば地下通路のようなものがあった。
See, Andrew is the smart one of the family. Andrew is the smart one.
And she inherited all of the smart from Pluto.
She got all the smart genes. Butler,
Not so much.
not that many, but Andrew is the smart one. See? She immediately figured it out, and it could be an underground passage or even a secret road or stuff like that. It could have been anything, honestly.
愛人の家へ出入りするのに毎回船の用立てが必要なんて面倒でしょ。
Also that you have to consider, yes.
全長 2km の六軒島の対角線上に存在する屋敷をつなぐためにそんだけの長い地下トンネルをとバカにしてえところだが愛人のために隠し屋敷まで作っちまう大
Dude, Kinzo was loaded, so you know, it's not like he missed the money to do that. So
Exactly.
それも否定できんところですね。どうなんですか船長。
わしは海の人間だ。穴のことはわからん。
What is this sentence?
this is I'm a man of the sea, I don't know about holes.
we need to We need to frame this one.
Take a screenshot of this because it's so good. This I want. When I die, I want this written on my phone. I'm a man of the sea. I don't know about all. Oh god.
だが硫黄島で旧日本軍は25キロのトンネルを掘ってみせたぞ。
Yeah.
あの金蔵さんなら2キロくらい掘ってみせてもわしは何も驚かん。
Also, for what we've seen, it's more like a pre-existing cave because there were stalagmites and all of that. For at least for the CGs,
At least from that, yes.
you could see like stalagmites and all that stuff, and it looked like a natural cave system that could exist prior to the actual mansions. It could be the Kinzo used that to make a passage from one house to another.
やっぱりおかしな島ね。私たちはこの島のことを未だ誰一人何も知らない。
The boat reached the shore.
Oh look, it's the CG of where Betish died.
Yeah. They would have to walk a short ways to reach the mansion.
わしはここで待って、屋敷は向こうだ。当時の道が残っているだろうが、草木で覆われてしまってるはずだ。迷わんように気をつけてな。
ほんじゃ行きましょうかね。
ありがとう、天草。あんたもここで待ってて。
ま、そう言い出すんじゃないかと思って。
届け物をするだけよ。あなたが一緒だと向こうが迷惑するの。
For them?
あんたの毒素強そうだ。
Oh!
毒素はて。
すぐに戻るわ。今日の本命はクアドリアンの方だ。届け物をしたらすぐに戻ってくるわ。
Angel put on her knapsack, holding the flower she would offer.
察してやれ、若いの。行ってこい、お嬢ちゃん。あんたの家族が待っている。
I had never been on a road like this, but I had no trouble finding my way. If I walked straight ahead, it would probably guide me to the final destination for everything. It was true that the vegetation was incredibly thick, and if I didn't pay attention, I would lose track of the path. But the road that was left was much clearer than I'd guessed it would be. Still, that didn't change the fact that it was a bad road. Contrary to the distance shown on a map, I was forced to walk a long way. The forest was deep and dark. At the time, I had been threatened into staying away from the forest because a witch lived there. Of course, that fear is gone now, but I feel it. Because I was me. I could feel the presence, like an aura, of the golden witch Beatrice.
Because I was me? What?
She's a witch now. No.
Ah, but she said was.
Like a witch apprentice.
Ah, in the past. Okay, yeah.
Here and there were massive fallen lumps of rock, along with overgrown trees and ivy. And the voices of birds and bugs. Yeah, I feel it. I feel that the witch is here. Ahead, an ivy-covered construction site fence and warning sign stood. No entry, Tokyo Metropolis. That was written on it.
What? Document. Wait. What?
It's like the police sign, not to.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that's right. When you think Tokyo, you tend to think of a city. But Rokkenjima is also located in
That's
the
what
human province.
was strange for me. Okay, so then I understand now.
Apologizing to the sign for my rude mistake, I climbed the fence. When I crossed the steep slope beyond that, my field of vision rapidly expanded, and a fresh sea breeze blew through my hair. It was like the top of a little hill. Below me was a vast view of the island. I could only see desolated forest and rock walls spread out below me. But I realized that the mansion was probably somewhere around there. The steep downward slope beyond this hill had probably been caused by earth and rocks collapsing from 12 years of wind and rain. It had become a slant filled with crags, that you might even call gentle cliffs. And it would be easy to tumble down, though it looked like climbing back would be pretty difficult.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe it happened to someone before.
Maybe. In any event, it seemed that proceeding any further would be impossible. If I continued any further, I wouldn't be able to return. In other words, this is the border. This place is 1986 and 1998. And it is that day and today. The boundary between this world and Nirvana.
ここがこの旅の終着点みたいね。
As the strong winds blew Mammon's and Sakutaro's hair, they looked down from the hilltop.
ここからじゃさっぱりわからないわ。お屋敷はどこ？もっと近づきましょうよ。無理だよ。
She's gonna jump down, isn't she? And that's the scene from where she smashed through the ceiling to the layer in the when she arrived the first time.
戻ってこれなくなっちゃうよ。
We won't be able to come back. Is that it? I see. This is 1998. And I am the Oshiromiya angel who has been left all alone. At first, this was a journey to die. But not anymore. It's become a journey to accomplish something.
だからごめんね。あの日の私なら何も戸惑わずにこの崖を降りるだろうけれど。
ビルの屋上から飛び降りた後ろ宮エンジェが情けない。
ごめんね。
ここでも同じだよ。あの日の風が感じられるから。こんな風だったっけ？うん。もうすぐ来てくれるよ、みんな。
Sakutaro said it as though it was completely natural. And I believed it. Dad, Mom, Oni-chan, all of my relatives and those fan servants, and Marione-chan.
私よ、エンジよ、私は帰ってきたわ。
When I started my journey to expose the past of 12 years ago, my goal had been abstracted and I hadn't understood. But now, I have no doubts. This journey was induced by several thoughts and fates over 12 years. A journey to reach an end for me, Ushiromiya Enge. And a journey to reach an end as the last witch of Mariage Sorcière. I came here as the last daughter of the Ushiromiya family. And as the last witch.
お父さん、お母さん、お兄ちゃん、ごめんね。先にマリアお姉ちゃんとの挨拶をさせてね。
A strong tailwind urged me on. The tailwind just took my soul out from inside my body to the vast forest beneath me. And through here on, I couldn't see. I believed that it flew me to the mansion on that day, to where everyone was, to where Maria-One-chan was. And so, even though my body was on the top of a hill, a strong wind blowing against me, my soul was now certainly dancing through that sky. The vast sky of Genjima. Below me was the green of many trees. But I understand. I can comprehend the presences of my family and relatives, and all of the servants. And Maria-One-chan too. I could even comprehend Maria-One-chan as a witch. It was vast, more so than any vast space I had imagined up until now.
マリアお姉ちゃん、聞こえる？聞いて。
Angie called to the Maria of that day. She told her of a long journey she'd undergone, of her long delayed realization of just how much she wanted Maria in her youth. She understood magic, and now understood everything about the world Maria had wanted to show her. It was very warm, overflowing with love and happiness. She wanted to become even happier by sharing that world. But I trampled it.
だから私、今こそ全部理解。魔法を。私たちの魔法はきっと、とてもささやかで、身近に溢れてる。でも、それは誰の目にも見えるものではない。魔法とは、はっきり言えるわ。
Yeah, that's it again. Okay.
Without love, we cannot be seen. Sorry, One-chan. I've already been excommunicated from the Alliance of Witches. But now I understand how wonderful it is. And I know that after the day I wounded you, Mariage Saucier was transfigured into something different from what you truly desired. Even the magic that spat anger by cursing people was probably important to One-chan in those days. One-chan's environment was sad enough to permit that.
でも、もう、そんな悲しい日々は。だから、お姉ちゃんの魔女同盟を、元の、優しいマリアージュ・ソルシエルに、戻そう。
The grimoire was in my hands before I realized it. The strong winds were rapidly blowing its pages one after another. That world had been kind in the beginning. How could you give birth to magic that would make candy fall from the sky? How could you give birth to magic that would make tomorrow's dinner creme coquette? How could you give birth to magic that would make the weather good when you went out on the next day, making your whole day fun? New spells of happiness were created one after another, coloring your world with kindness. Those days were flipped through one after another, and months began to flash by. The pages with drawings that had been colorful gradually began to change into the color of black ink. Eerie magic circles and demon summonings. Evil magic for harming people. How could you give birth to magic that would cause the class bully to catch a cold? How could you give birth to magic that would seriously injure someone in class so that they died? How could you give birth to magic that would cause a bus loaded with all of the bullies to fall off a cliff? Malicious spells were created one after another, burying the pages and their heart.
私がお姉ちゃんを傷つマリアージュ・ソルシエルはこんなになってしまった。お姉ちゃんは黒き邪悪な魔女じゃない。白き無垢で無邪気な。
I would say that more than you, it's her mother, but I don't know.
優しい魔女だったのよ。私が元に戻してあげる。元のみんなを幸せにする魔法を世界中に振りまいていたマリアお姉ちゃんに戻してあげる。 そのために私はここへ来た。運命に導かれてきた。お姉ちゃん、聞こえてる？その姿を私の前に見せて。
That voice erode an even stronger wind and was sent 12 years into the past. Then, the wind gradually ceased, and silence fell. I could hear the sound of gravel being stepped on. I listened to those footsteps, surprised at this miracle.
It's Amakusa, isn't it? Oh, no?
Without a
Okay.
doubt, those were Maria One-chan's footsteps.
マリアお姉ちゃん、かすみ。
Oh, it's evil incarnate. Oh, how's she here?
She's been following her.
But
Remember?
I mean,
Fuck.
wouldn't they have seen a boat?
I don't know.
Oh, wait,
I
though.
don't know.
I think she understood where she was going, so maybe she went there before her.
I think so.
ようやく見つけたわよ。エンジェちゃん。
Okay, NJ, you are in front of a cliff. Push her down. You're in front. Do it. Do it. Beatrice style. And when you do that, scream, do a flip.
Do a barrel roll. God damn it. Are you ready? Because I'm not. Before
I really feel that here Angel's gonna die, but I'm not. I mean, it could happen.
Before I knew it, on Kasumi and her black suits, a total of 7 people who didn't resemble Mario One-chan in the slightest, were standing there surrounding me.
It could be that Amakusa saves her, but it was secretly following her. Could be.
And it felt like my voice had just been about to reach Mario One-chan too. Because of this guy's toxin, that magic was cut off.
Oh, that's why the wind stopped. Okay.
Inje clicked her tongue at that, but Kazumi probably didn't hear it that way.
そのお花は亡くなった家族への？偉いわ。それ投げるんでしょ？いいわよ。それまで待ってあげる。
Just what are you waiting for? But AJ could more or less guess. The way the black suits unnaturally stuck their hands into their pockets clearly brought to mind the likelihood that they had guns.
Mm-hmm.
This is a deserted island.
If they kill her here, she's never gonna be found.
There could be no more convenient places to dispose of someone.
Is she gonna jump down on her own, by her own accord? I mean, to save herself from the, from the Gans and these people.
I have absolutely no interest in the family matters of the Sumadera family. But if I die, all that wealth will go to them. Unlike me, they're probably very interested and concerned about this matter. Of course, it seems that if the massive amounts of stock I own suddenly go to them, it will be pretty bad for the Ushiromiya group as well. And they're apparently having a secret feud, fighting over me all by themselves. That's probably why President Okunogi gave me Amakusa as a guard. Having Amakusa wait on the boat was a regrettable mistake.
Yep.
おばさん、いつからここで待ち伏せを？
She really didn't say Aunt Kasumi. She said old lady. So
Oba-chan.
Obasan.
Oba-san.
早朝からよ。
Yeah, as I thought.
おかげですっかり待ちくたびれちゃったわ。何しろ喫茶店もお化粧室もないからね。
Bye, Sully. Ciao.
Why? Ta-chan!
トイレもないから、お上品に木陰で用を済ませていたわけね。
Oh my god, Angel. I love you. I I love Angel so much.
仮にもスマデラ家の血を半分引いてる淑女が、そんな汚らわしい言葉を使うんじゃないわ。やっぱりスマデラキリエの子ね。気品のかけらもありゃしない。
She grabbed me by the hair and forced my face up to hers. And then spat at me. My words might be filthy, but they're no worse than her spit.
おばさんが私のことを話すと、いつも母さんのことばかり。私、そんなにも母さんに似てますか？
ええ、似ているわ。その生意気そうな目つき。鼻も口もそっくりよ。自由奔放で無責任。歴史と伝統あるスマデラ家の重みなど何も考えず、自分勝手に家を飛び出したわ。おかげで、私の人生はずっとその尻拭い。
まさにあんたの人生、クソまみれね。
When I was slapped on the cheek, my ear was smashed, and for an instant my head rang.
Whoa, that was strong.
My hair was pulled, spinning me around, and I fell to the ground. And in a flash, the ground was kicked and I was struck with sand.
ああ、本当に姉さんに似てきたわ。その目つき、そのどこか小馬鹿にした目つきよ。はあ、思い出すわ、いろいろと。
哀れな人ね。きっと幼い頃から何かにつけて母さんに比較されて蔑まされてきたんでしょうに。そしてあんたは一生その惨めさから解放されやしないわ。
お前みたいな小娘にはわからないわよ。あんたのお母さんはね、何もかもを投げ出してスマデラ家を逃げ出した負け犬なのよ。
NJ, I'm telling you now, you may die here, so push her down the hill. And die anyway, but in any case, you brought her with you.
その負け犬のせいで、私がどれほど迷惑したことか。
あんたの迷惑なんか私の知ったこっちゃないわ。私の生まれる前の話をされても困るわよ。あんたの人生はいつ始まるの？始まりゃしないわ。いつまでもいつまでも永久に死んだ母さんに嘲笑われ続け。というか死ねばなんで生きてるの？
この口の減らないガキが。あんたたち、ちょいとお茶をしてやりなさいな。
Some tea?
お任せを。口の利き方も知らねえくそ。少し勉強させてやるぜ。
The black suits dashed up to me, violently grabbed me by the nape of the neck and dragged me down.
私が一服終えるまでに敵かわいいメイにちょいと身の程を教えてあげなさい。
Umadera Kasumi. When I think about it, she was a pitiable person. To the outside world, women of the Asumadera family were trained to be in a position that supported and deferred to men. But in actuality, strong leadership was required from them, so that they could manage all of the common people. The role demanded of them really was that of a female commander, like a literal reading of the word Okami.
Oh, like the game.
Yes. I think that's a Okami. It's a...
Oh, yeah, it's with two... Oh, I think.
Long O or two O's, yes.
Yeah.
Managing the Sumadera family with all of its tradition was not something that could be accomplished with just an ordinary level of dignity. It was an unimaginably heavy responsibility. Normally, this would have been demanded of Kirie. Kirie had undergone that harsh training. And Kasumi, as the younger sister, should have been able to take it easy.
But she married...
No, on the contrary, she had lived like a lazy, selfish, and affluent princess, sneering at Kirie, who had been given the heavy responsibility. However, Kirie had suddenly been disinherited. She had refused the fiancé her parents had arranged and had gotten pregnant by her lover, Ushiromiya Rudolph.
Okay, yeah, as I thought.
From the Sumadera's perspective, even though the Ushiromiya family held a vast fortune, it was a low-level family that had already collapsed. And to become not even a legal wife, but a mistress to the second son of that family. Normally, a daughter of the main family would have shown no mercy for such dishonor. They would wrap her up in a mat, place a pole on the end, and throw her either into the Pacific Ocean if the pole fell to the right, or the Sea of Japan if it fell to the left.
Ah, yeah, they even choosing. Look at that, how gentle.
How gentle. But Kiria's punishment ended with disinheritance, an unbelievably warm-hearted decision. After that, the Sumadera family began receiving favorable treatment from a section of the Ushiromiya group. There must have been some kind of backroom deal.
Ah, definitely, yeah.
In other words, Kiria openly left the Sumadera family under the pretense of gaining financial support from the Ushiromiya family. Kazumi had watched it happen in shock. No, she even disparaged her dishonorable sister as a loser. But eventually, she realized that the heavy responsibilities Kiria had borne would be passed on to her. And then, for the first time, she saw that she'd been outwitted.
あんたの母親のせいで私の人生はめちゃめちゃにさ。いいえ、一度殺されたと言ってもいい。あの日に私は一度殺されて地獄のような日々に突き落とされたのよ。
それまで人生舐めてきたツケじゃない。
口の減らねえ小娘だぜ。うら！
The black suit punched me in the gut and I doubled over. But I was quickly grabbed by the nape of the neck and made to stand up again. Kazumi cold-heartedly looked down at me, smoking a cigarette. The painful days after Kiri had left were floating through her mind. Until then, she had been allowed to be a simple lady, free-willing and naive. Only the older sister, Kirie, had been harshly trained, and she, the younger sister, had been able to live as nothing more than a princess.
Oh, yeah.
Then suddenly, everything got flipped over, and her life came crashing down.
私の人生も生活も生き方も何もかも奪われた。
Have you ever thought about your the way your sister was living until that point? Probably not.
事情を知らない親類からは姉さんの不名誉を理由にどれだけ蔑まれたことか呪ったわ。あなたのお母さんを血を吐くほどに呪ったわよ。
そりゃ嬉しいわ。これからもよろしく。
A kick landed in Angel's side as she crawled on the ground. Angel didn't stand up again, so she continued to lie there like a caterpillar as she was kicked each time she spoke up.
姉さん後ろあいつ旦那と一緒でとても幸せそうに
Yeah.
笑ってやがったわ。私に全部押し付けて自分だけ幸せに。
だから何？私に八つ当たりするとどうあんたが幸せになるってわけ？
Spoiler, it's not.
私に八つ当たりすると時間が巻き戻って歴史が変わったりしてくれるわけ。
あんたさっき言ったわね。私の人生はいつ始まる。いくら恨んでも八つ当たりしても時間を巻き戻すことなんてできない。じゃあ私は死ぬまでこうして死んでもなお姉さんを恨みつつ。冗談じゃないわ。いつまで私は姉さんの亡霊に苛まれてなきゃならないの。だから考えたのよ。これを成し遂げたら 全ての恨みを忘れてやり直せるってね。
Angel was about to lash back out at her, but stopped. Because she'd be kicked again if she responded. Even if Kazumi didn't say anymore, Angel had a pretty good idea what she meant. Kazumi thought that by taking revenge against Kiria's daughter, Angel, she'd be able to put an end to her hatred. Talk about pushing your problems onto other people.
Yep.
ほら、立ちなさいよ。そんなにこの島が大好きなら、しっかり深く埋めてあげるわよ。その若さで死にたくないでしょ。母が迷惑をかけてすみませんでしたとか言ってみたくはならない？
誰が言うもんか。
エンジェ様、ダメ！こいつらを挑発しちゃダメです。ここは表向きだけでも調子を合わせて時間を稼ぐべきです。
くだらないプライドは燃えないゴミの火に出しとけってよく言うわね。
天草さんは天草さんが来てくれればきっと。ダメ、あいつの姿は見えないわ。エンジ様のバカ、どうして天草を置いてきたんです？
I didn't need Mammon to tell me. I was seriously regretting it already.
Oh yeah, she said it before.
I walked a long way. The forest was very thick. I've got no doubts that signs of activity here won't reach the boat. During the time it took for Kazumi to finish casually smoking a whole cigarette, I was continuously tormented by the black suits, as she had told them to. The moment I grabbed at my head, my scalp was kicked with someone at a bad angle, and my head was filled with stars. The feeling of stars flickering in this grey, twisted world was one I remembered clearly. My lives were very similar to the one Sumadera Kazumi led. After all, as the successor of the Shiromiya family, I was tormented constantly with various kinds of bullying under the guise of education and training. And yes, having the inside of my head filled with stars like this is a feeling I know well. When being reprimanded for some error in manners I seem to have made, the discussion always turned to whether I was fitting to be the successor or not. On and on about the honor of the Shiromiya family and how deep that was. By the time the conversation reached that point, I'd forget what mistake I was being blamed for in the first place. No, in fact, it was the same for Onteva. After all, sometimes she'd ask herself, what was it again? But in the end, she wouldn't be able to remember and would say something like,
私が怒っているということは、きっとエンジェが何か悪いことをしたのだろう。なら、その悪いことが問題なのであって、何をしたかなんて今さら思い出せなくても問題ない。
There'd be some ridiculous reasoning like that, and then she'd keep on punishing me. Yes, Onteva's punishment wasn't something that would continue until I learned something, or acknowledged my mistake, or and apologized. It would continue until Onteva wanted to stop. So this violence was a bit nostalgic, in a way that made me want to vomit. I opened my eyes, and look, there's Onteva. Right next to Kazumi, who was smoking a cigarette. I can see Onteva, almost as though the two of them are laughing together. When I think about it, even Onteva's life might be a thing worthy of my sympathy. The responsibility and pressure of being a member of the Shiromiya family, which she often mentioned to me, had probably caused her great pain. After all, people can't make insults that they've never been the targets of themselves. It was probably the same for Aunt Rosa as well. As the youngest child of the honorable Shiromiya family, she must have gone through many tough times, so it was just like what Onteva did to me. Just like what Sumadera Kazumi is doing now. Aunt Rosa must have been the same. People tend to push the pain they're burdened with onto other people.
With the difference that Rosa deserved it, but yeah.
Otherwise, they can never escape from that pain. So on, in eternity and perpetuity, the chain of pain and sadness does not end. That's why Marionechan's magic was so incredible. With her magic, she didn't have to bear the pain caused by Aunt Rosa.
Oh, because she was seeing everything in a positive way. I see.
Just breaking the cycle.
Mm-hmm.
The pain probably was pushed onto her. Its weight probably tormented her.
Definitely.
But One-chan didn't carry that burden on her own shoulders. She purified it and filled her world with happiness. So I'm sure, if One-chan had had children in the future, she probably wouldn't have pushed the pain that had been forced on her onto her children. That chain of pain and sadness was stretched back for who knows how long, which she couldn't understand and which she had inherited, which had been forced onto her. One-chan cut it with her magic.
なーに？私に何か文句でもあるの？
In the past, I would have snapped back. I would have met her hatred with hatred, so that they've cancelled each other out. No, nothing got cancelled out.
I think it doubled what I cancelled out.
The thing being forced on me ended up right there on my shoulders. Just like how, even now, I hate her. So now that I know of magic, I look at a human called Ushiromiya Eva again. What I could see through, though, was a sad human form, no different from me, who had lost her family who bore deep wounds in her heart, unable to withstand the pain that torn heart. She was doing nothing more than howl sadly, like a lion crying in pain, like a child. Even Ushiromiya Eva was someone I should have felt compassion for. She needed someone to understand the difficulties and pain of her childhood years. Even she, who was the only survivor of the Rokkenjima crime, who was faced with the curiosity of all of society, was publicly slandered and forced to have salt continually flung into the wound, and needed someone's compassion in order to let Eva forget her pain and sadness at least a little. The Black Witch taught her magic, just like the times that possessed Aunt Rosa. It was the same magic of anger and sadness that Beatrice had taught One-chan when she was mourning for her torn-apart friend Sakutaro. That same magic, that witch, probably dwelled inside Aunt Rosa too. So I mustn't hate Ushiromiya Eva. Maybe I should have become her ally, as the only person in the world who could understand her. What did I say to her when I was young, when she returned alive all alone? Could it be that I acted as though she'd killed my family and returned on her own? I can't believe it. Aunt Eva, who has never been more than an object of and a synonym for hatred throughout my life, is turning into a human I can understand. So, I can see right next to Aunt Eva the form of the Black Witch, who taught her the black magic.
Oh.
Aunt Eva was crying. It was only natural. Not only was no one willing to understand the pain of losing her husband and son at once, but her only relative had insulted her, saying, "Give me back my dad and mom." I can only make the excuse that I was merciless because of my youth. However, to her at the time, it had probably been cruel enough to sever the last thread in her heart. In the following days, the talk shows and magazines publicly slandered her. The truth of her husband's business and character, and even her beloved son, were negated.
Well, in that loop, technically, she killed them, so it's not that wrong.
He no longer had anything left.
A part of her killed the other Shinomiya or something like that. I mean, you know what I mean.
She could do nothing but cry and howl, trying to forget the pain and sadness, at least for a while. After all, she could only feel a tiny bit of release, and only during the time that she howled. And so, the Black Witch taught her how to howl. The one that I hated was the Black Witch. Black magic can probably release one from that pain for an instant. However, it never lifts that weight from a person's shoulders. On the contrary, it forces that weight onto further victims, filling the world with hatred. If only Aunteva knew of white magic and had a true witch nearby. Shouldn't that have been me? Didn't I learn the magic to create happiness from Mario Nechan? If I taught her with that magic, could we have built a future with a completely different relationship? Up until now, I've hated Aunteva constantly, so I didn't notice the Black Witch beside her. Without love, it cannot be seen.
Okay.
I didn't have any love for her. So now, finally, I glare at the Black Witch, the one I should truly hate.
あら？なに？私のことが見えるの？
Oh, she's not dead? Wait. Oh, but okay, I understand. Yeah.
見えるわ。私が憎むべきはエヴァおばさんじゃなくあんたよ。
すごいじゃない。人間の分際で魔女の私が見えるなんてね。それでその目つきは何だと言いたいわけ？私が憎い？
憎い？ええ、憎いわ。でも少し違う。ただ悲しく思える。
悲しい？何言ってんの？いいじゃない。怒れば。思いっきり憎んじゃえば？
憎まないわ。あんたを憎むことはエヴァおばさんの憎しみをそのまま受け継ぐだけ。私は憎しみを断ち切るエヴァおばさんの苦しみを受け止め、それを払って捨てるの。
何悟ったようなこと言って。こいつ頭大丈夫？
But you should probably have you know, head trauma, but yeah.
っていうか、へそでも噛んで死んじゃえば。あんたらもっともっと蹴ってやりなさい。顔とかはダメよ。気の毒な顔がマシになっちゃったらつまんないから。
The black suits persistently kicked my stomach and back, as though they had been ordered to by the Black Witch.
やれやれ、答えないね。私をじーっと、私が憎い、憎いでしょ？私もよ。
Kazumi sneered at me, but for some reason I had the feeling that she was crying behind that expression. Just like me, the pain of being forced into an unreasonable life would never, ever heal. The sad lion grasping in pain from the thorn he can't get out continues to howl.
ほら、スマデラかすみ、見てごらんな。かつてのあんたがそこにいるわ。 気分が晴れるでしょ。かつてそこにいたあなたが今度はこっち側にいるのよ。愉快でしょ。立場が逆になるのは。
本当に愉快だ。
Oh,
でそんな
for
顔
a
ができる
moment,
のよ。
for a
エンジ。
moment, I thought that she was answering to Eva for just some because the thing is made like it looks like she was answering. It's a purpose, definitely. Still.
Yeah, definitely.
泣きなさいよ。泣きたいんでしょ。
そうそう、泣きたいに決まってる。泣かせちゃいなさいって。あの時のあんたは泣かされちゃったじゃない。だからこいつも泣かせてやりなさいよ。エンジェもいいのよ。泣いちゃえば。
泣きなさいよ、エンジ。あんたの泣き顔が見たいのよ。泣いて、ごめんなさい、かすみおばさんって言ってごらんなさいよ。
そう、その言葉を言わせるのよ。あの言葉、辛いでしょ。自分のせいじゃないことを謝らせられるのって本当に辛かったでしょ。同じ思いをさせて、そうすることであなたの痛みは和らげることができるの。そうよ、それでいいのよ。もっと自分に素直になりなさい。もっともっといっぱいに自分の感情を吐き出しちゃえば。
The Black Witch provoked Kasumi.
You okay?
Okay. No, I'm not.
Okay, no, because I can hear it. Okay.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. Do you want me to read?
Sure. Like, I want to finish this scene and leave you to another one, which I know it's gonna come.
Whatever you prefer.
But, we're gonna continue for a little bit.
Okay.
Just because I am, if I read, I need to sound sane for a little bit.
That's okay, that's okay.
Oh god. The Black Witch provoked Kasumi, and Kasumi began to give herself over to that dark emotion. By turning deep sadness into an evil alcohol and forcing it down, trying to forget it for just an instant. Nothing would change. The words Kasumi insulted me with were themselves sad. And I couldn't forgive the Black Witch who had imposed that sadness onto Kasumi. I had gone limp, which seemed to have stopped the black suit's kicking competition. Or maybe the kickers were getting tired too. Kasumi didn't order them to stop, but at some point, they did. However, I was reflected in Kasumi's eyes, and they burned me with flames of hatred. She had been tempted by the witch to do that in order to relieve her own pain.
スマデラかすみ、まだよ。まだまだ踏みにじりなさい。あなたの人生はこんなほんのちょっとの乱暴で許せるの？
許せないわ。まだこれくらいでは許せないんだから。
でしょ？許せるわけがない。もっとよ。もっと憎悪の炎を。憎しみの炎でしかあなたは暖を取れないの。怒りと悲しみの雪原で凍えるあなたを温められる炎は憎しみだけなのよ。
Maybe not, but okay.
ほら言って。叫んで。憎しみの方向で自分を燃やし尽くしちゃえば。
後ろ宮エンジン！あんたを憎まなくちゃ私は生きてられない。
スマデラかすみ、あの花束を。これ、死んだ家族への花でしょ？エンジェ。
The Black Witch grinned at me unpleasantly, using her chin to signal Kasumi to pick it up.
It's also your family, Eva, but okay.
Kasumi picked up the flowers I was going to offer, brought them all the way over to me, dropped them and made a show of trampling them.
Of course.
Her expression was filled with hatred, and a frantic quality that couldn't be explained with hatred alone. She trampled them over and over again as though her sadness were reaching the bursting point. So the sound of her trampling it was just sad.
あら、この程度じゃ答えない？ならこっちは答えるかしら。スマデラかすみ、こっちを使いなさい。それは。
The book? Yep.
The object the Black Witch pointed at was Maria One-chan's grimoire. Kazumi also noticed it, and picked up the book, which was heavier than it looked.
Oh.
なにこれ。
読んじゃえば。お腹がよじれちゃうかもね。
Kazumi opened the grimoire, skimmed over the contents, and snorted derisively.
返して。それはお姉ちゃんの。
Of course, my hand couldn't reach. My stomach was once again kicked by the black suits, and I doubled over.
ほらね、この本は演者にとっての大切なものでしょ。大切なものをけなしてやりなさい。こういう子には殴る蹴るよりもそっちの方が効くんだから。あなたがそれを一番よく知っているでしょ。
As though remembering something painful, Kazumi's face twisted for an instant. But that quickly disappeared, changing into a scornful smile directed at me.
なにこの気持ち悪い。あんたが書いたの？
やめて。返して。見てよ、あの顔。もっとけなしてやりなさい。貶めてやりなさい。尊厳を踏みにじられる苦痛を教えてやるのよ。そうすることでしかあなたの苦痛を。何これ、
恥ずかしい本。少女の時代に多少は占いの真似事に興味を持つこともあるけれど、これはちょっと行き過ぎじゃない？やだ、魔法だって。あんたあれでしょ、アニメとかのなんとかなんとかって呪文を言いながら魔女に変身するやつ。ああいうの好きなんでしょ。痛々しい。
Cackling, Kazumi opened to a random page and showed it to the black suits. The black suits looked at it too and guffed.
Goofed.
I couldn't. That sneer didn't wound me. But I couldn't forgive it. After all, that sneer was ridiculing Maria One-chan. I don't hate Kazumi. But for forcing that unhealing anger and sadness on Kazumi, I cannot forgive the Black Witch. That Black Witch ate into Aunt Eva, Sumadera Kazumi, and Aunt Rosa, tormenting them for an eternity without letting their wounds be healed. I can't forgive her. I can't forgive the Black Witch.
何これ、お空から飴玉を降らせる魔法ですって。何々、お日様で清めたお水にお砂糖を溶いて魔法の杖を浸して呪文を何これ。
When I said she was evil incarnate, that's what I meant, by the way.
痛い。
The black suits were also rolling around. Well, fuck that word.
Go for win.
Go for wing.
It's
That
a
really
very
is the
strange pronunciation, I know, but I think it's more or less like that. I'm not 100% sure, but more or less.
Then grinning, the Black Witch whispered something into Kazumi's ear. After glaring at me with a grin, Kazumi took the page.
And ripped it off. I knew
He
it.
grabbed the hold of that page, tore it off, crumpled it up, and threw it away.
ひどいよ。それはマリアの魔法。あら、そうなの。それはお気の毒。
It was one of the spells to summon happiness that Maria had made with Sakutaro. Anyone knows that making sugar water, coloring it, and leaving it by the window isn't going to make candy fall from the sky. But after repeating that every day, one time on her way home from school, she had found several pieces of candy scattered around. How happy must that miracle have made Maria-one-chan? Didn't she treasure that candy, eating it during her night alone with Sakutaro to distract herself from her loneliness? That magic that One-chan had given birth to had been torn and thrown away, and had disappeared. The whole miracle of happiness that magic had given birth to had been torn and thrown away.
これも傑作だわ。晩ご飯をクリームコロッケにする魔法。次は何？ピーマンが美味しく食べられる魔法？これも生かすわ。バカバカしい。それもどんどん破いちゃえば。
With a brutal, loud laugh, the Black Witch made Maria-one-chan's spells get to turn out one after another. Magic of happiness was sneered at, torn, and thrown away.
やめろ！やめろ！マリア教の魔法を怪我すな！汚い毒素で怪我すんじゃない！
Mammon cried and yelled, but she had no way of reaching Kazumi.
いいじゃない。怪我されちゃえば魔法の奇跡？幸せにする魔法？ないない、そんなのないってば。痛みと苦しみはね、他人に押し付けてしか癒せないのよ。あんたは確か魔法のお友達とかいうやつだったわよね。スマデラかすみ、こいつのページを開きなさい。
これは何？魔法のお友達ですって。
Oh no.
煉獄の七姉妹。物騒な名前。すごい速さで飛んで敵をやっつけてくれ。エンジェ、あなたこんな魔法が使えるなら今すぐ使った方がいいんだ。くだらない。
The page that wrote of the seven sisters of purgatory was also heartlessly thrown away.
Is this gonna kill Mammon because she's there?
The page itself was just paper. It wasn't Mammon's vessel or anything. But the tearing, denying toxin burned Mammon from the inside. Mammon's face twisted from the heat and pain.
大丈夫、マモン、しっかり。これくらい平気。私よりエンジェ様の方が。
However, Mammon's expression was twisted with an unbearable anguish and humiliation.
やめろ、黒き魔女！どうして君はそんなことをするんだよ！どうして魔法を幸せのために使えないんだよ！ああ、あんたも魔法のお友達。あんたも怪我してあげる。スマデラかすみ、こいつのページも探しなさい。
Of course, he died once. Why not kill it again? No, why not kill him again?
こっちは何？この下手くそなライオンの落書き。作太郎？変な名前。一番大好きなお友達。そうなの？これがあんたの友達？親友？このライオンが？ねえねえ。本当に下手くそな落書き。こんなブサイクなライオンがあんたなのね。こんなのお友達にしてるなんて、後ろ宮マリアってこの頭のかわいそうさに呆れて、ばっかみたい。へそかんで死んじゃえば。うりゅ。マリアをバカにするな。やめて、破かないで。ダメ。
Oh.
It was a shrill sound. The page had been filthily ripped out. The picture of Sakutaro that One-chan had drawn Was violently ripped in half.
You sure you don't want me to read?
Okay. I tried. We can continue.
What?
You can continue.
Okay.
Fuck. It's the soundtrack.
I know.
Like,
I know.
As soon as I heard the fucking soundtrack,
I know. I noticed. Appeared the black suit laughed vulgarly, and artlessly trampled the two owls that had been torn and thrown away.
サクタラ、しっかり。僕はただ悔しいマリアのことをバカにされて何も言えない自分が悔しい。私たちは見えない人間には私たちは必要としてくれるんだから。家具。
The secretary and Mama support each other. They crouched down, sobbing. I couldn't stand it either. Those who can't see how wonderful the world of magic is can't understand it. You can't explain to human who can't understand, so it gets belittled. If you could show them it, but you can't. Because in front of humans who are filled with the magic-resistant toxin and who can't understand magic, magic cannot be used.
本当にわけがわかこの妄想日記頭がおかしいとしか思えないあんたのお花畑の頭の中が垣間見えて本当に面白いわ気持ち悪い子
あんたもマリアもそこのぬいぐるみと家具もね
おかしいわあんた友達いないんでしょいっつも一人ぼっちでぬいぐるみがお友達なんですかわいそうな子
Miss Evil Lady, what about your friends?
大丈夫私にもわかるわよそういう生活
Oh, okay.
だから私があんた本当にかわいそう
To you, it probably would look like something made by a pitiful child. That's right. If 100 people were to read Onechan's diary, 100 people would probably think the same thing. I used to be like that too. But you know, despite all of that, Maria Onechan summoned a world of happiness. Hi Sakura, welcome.
Welcome. Sorry.
Oh, he's kinda died a little bit, so don't worry about that. Don't deny.
Everything is fine. I'm just dying inside.
Yeah, don't worry. That magic, that happiness.
頑固な子ねあんたはいいわこれで最後よあんたとマリアの信じた本当にくだらない魔法の根源を引き裂いスマデラかすみそのページを読みなさい
This is what I've been waiting for.
このカラフルな
Is this the Maria Sorcier page?
何
No?
No.
大好きなママといつまでも仲良しでいられる魔法
Oh.
Prepare to suffer.
そのページだけは
この魔法すんごく簡単私でもすぐできそうだわこんなに短い呪文ならやってみようかしら
本当に簡単な呪文よいいわよやってあげなさいみんなも吹き出しちゃうから
With expressions that articulated from the bottom of their hearts, the Black Witch and Kazumi papered their mouths, and they said it aloud. Oh! No way. That's why she keeps saying that?
Yeah. That's why.
Everything makes sense now. That's why she says that. The black suits stared blankly, asking what the hell was that supposed to be. Then Kazumi answered, cackling.
これがね、おかしい。
ほら、あんたたちもやってみれば。
Black suit imitated the moaning voice, making fun of it. Ooh. That was the incantation for the magic that would let her always be friends with her beloved mother.
何このバカみたいなの。言うだけで家族仲が良くなるなら世界はずっと平和だわ。バカなうなり声。こんなの連呼してたら頭のかわいそうなこと思われるのがオチよ。
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Honestly, she should have pushed the air down the cliff. That's what I was saying before. Immediately, not even let her speak. You see her, you push. Nothing else. It's a perfect. You maybe get killed after that, but it's worth.
バカじゃないやめろ。その魔法だけはけなさないで。
It was the day of the picnic when Maria, Onecha, and Aunt Rosa were alone. It was written that this was one of the top 5 happiest days of her life. Onecha was singing a song she just learned from her mama. Her mother being delighted. Apart from Maria forgot the lyrics. Since she saw her mother so happy, she tried to sing until the very end with ooh. Even though she only pretended to know the lyrics, her mother had enjoyed it a lot. After that ooh remained an incantation to remember that day she spent in fun and happiness with her mother. God.
I told you weren't ready.
God.
So every single time that...
Every single time she said that, she was remembering that, even when... And that's why she kept saying it when her mother was so angry at her. Rosa doesn't deserve anything. Anything at all in her whole life. Of course, even though she seemed to find it funny at first, Aunt Rosa eventually tired of hearing it, and eventually started scolding Onechan when she said it. But to Onechan, it was a memory of a fun day that she'd never forget. So among the spells that Maria had created, it was the oldest and the first. Kazumi stuck her fingernail into that page too.
やめて。破かないで。そのページだけは許して。
ダメ。
With a shrill sound, a girl's word of happiness was erased.
これがあんたらの幸せな魔法なわけ？
Rosa can drown in cakes for all I care, but honestly, many of the adults here can go as well. Yes. Maybe all of them.
笑っちゃう。幸せになる魔法なんてね、あるわけないでしょ。魔法はね、怒りとね、憎しみでできてるのよ。幸せってのはね、自分の背負わされた憎悪を人に全て押し付けた時にのみ与えられるあんたたちの言う幸せなんて絵本の中にしか出てこないまやかしなのよ。
These children is what large sums of money do to people that are not willing to take care of their mental health. Yes. Yes. As Kazuma laughed her head off, she slammed the grimoire against the ground and stepped on it.
悔しい？ねえ、悔しい？幸せの白き魔女さん、そんなに悔しかったら見せ、あんたたちの魔法。あるなら使ってみせればいいじゃない。魔法が使えない魔女なんて魔女じゃない。つまり本当の魔女は私たち。あんたたちなんて、魔法の夢で現実から逃避しているだけのクソガキどもなのよ。
じゃあ魔法を私が見せることができたなら、お姉ちゃんの魔法を信じてくれるの？
信じるわよ。魔法を使って見せることができたならね。ならやってみろよ、このクソボケガキ。
Silently, slowly, I stood up. Sensation of this cramped world, such as the pain in my body, felt truly trifling.
あら、まだ立てる元気はあったのね、大魔女さん。立ち上がって何をしてみせるの？見せてみなさいよ。
魔法はあるわ。
はあ？この子何を言いだ？あんたたち、今の聞いた？静かに。へえ、面白いじゃない。半魔法の毒素を理由に、あんたたちはいつも奇跡の力を拒んできた白き魔女マリアの弟子。見せてみなさいよ、魔法を。一体どれだけの人間がその奇跡を信じて裏切られていったか知っている？誰もが信じ、誰もが裏切られて絶望した。そして本当の魔法は私たち黒き魔女の力でしか得られないことを知るのよ。
Well, if you think about it, even Maria did that in the end.
憎しみを誰かにぶつけるのはただの罪。そんなのは魔法じゃないわ。本当の魔法を私が見せてやる。
The Black Witch winces slightly. However, Kazumi is near me even more.
なら見せてごらんなさい。それであんたはどの魔法を見せてくれるの？飴玉を降らせる魔法？それともクッキーを増やす魔法？
The instantly opened my eyes, tremendous wind arose.
何？突然。
さあさあ、おいでなさい。煉獄の七姉妹。
There was a flash behind me, and in an instant 7 pieces of high-level furniture were gathered there. It's only 6 here, though.
17th Mammon that was already there.
Oh, there. Okay. It was a power that far surpassed the magical strength I had in my prime. It was a power that matched even Maria Onechan and Beatrice.
煉獄の七姉妹、ここに。エンジ様、あなたはかつて言った私に魔力とその覚悟がないからあなたたちを刺激できなかったのだと。私をいじめるクラスメートに仕返しがしたいなんて、そんな安っぽい感情じゃない。私はマリアお姉ちゃんのマリアージュ・ソルシエールの世界を守り、今こそ魔法の奇跡を見せることを命令するわ。
無理です。いくらなんでもこれだけ大勢の毒素の前では。
Seven sisters also remember what happened in that classroom. They could have obeyed Angel's word, they would have. However, surrounded by the toxin that runs thick in human, they hadn't been able to display the miracle of magic. And they remember very well how deeply that hurt Angel. But Angel spoke very quietly.
なら、あなたたちも信じて。マリアージュ・ソルシエールは人を幸せにするために、そしてそれは黒き魔女と戦うためでもあっ、その創立者の一人、原初の魔女、その奇跡を見せ、その世界を守るために信じて、魔法を、魔女を、今こそ
奇跡を。
When Kazumi gave an order to the black suit, one of them took out a gun and pointed it at Angel.
魔法を見せてくれるんでしょ。なら見せてちょうだい。魔法で火の玉でも稲妻でも打ち出してこの男を倒チャンスは一度。3つ数えるうちにやってお見せなさい。できなければ覚悟してもらうわよ。
打ちなさいよ。
なんだこのガキ。行かれてやがるぜ。
The black suit pointed a gun, laughed at Angel's detached attitude.
本気？こいつ頭の中までお花が。なら撃たれなさいよ。死んじゃえば。
エンジェ、無理。銃弾は魔法では防げないよ。
いいえ、何も恐れることはないわ。私の魔法は、煉獄の7姉妹は銃弾などものともしない。
Aren't guns super filled with toxins?
From what we know, yes.
For what we know, they are like super effective against witch because they are the opposite of like magic things and stuff, all that.
That's the last information that we got.
Yeah. Mom was perplexed by Angel's absolute trust. She could comply, she would have, on that day as well. But because she had been unable to do anything, she had hurt Angel.
ガキめ、魔法が使えるってんなら早く見せてみ。どうしたよ。早く魔法を見せてみろってんだ。ほら、遠慮はいらねえぜ。俺にバビョーンと魔法ってやつをお見舞いしてくれよ。
The black suits jeered at her, but Angel simply concentrated her mind in silence.
撃っちゃえば。撃ってみろって言ってるのよ、向こうは。この子恐怖でもう頭がどうかしてるん。バイバイエンジェちゃん。天国で好きなだけ魔女ごっこをしてなさい。撃て。
いいんですか。
おうち死ね。エンジェ、やれるもんならやってみなさいよ、あんたの魔法を。
The black suit cocked the gun, and sneering pulled the trigger. The sound of a gunfire rang out, and the world stopped. Red spray scattered out. A chunk of flesh flew.
何をしてるの、マモン。銃弾ごとき無粋な石ころをエンジェ様に許すつもり。
Lucifer lined up the bullet perfectly and with a single wish sliced it. And in the chest of the black suit where apparently fired the gun was a hole as big as a fist.
たまには私が一番乗りでもいいわよね。
Alpha Leviathan's body was covered with blood and a cold smile was on her face. Then slowly, the pitiful prey that she had brought down fell over.
貫いた人間を。
バカね、まだあんた信じてないの？私たちの主の魔力。これだけの人間の前で権限したっていうの？
何を。何。
Zumi and the rest were flustered. He certainly seemed to have fired his gun. However, it hadn't hit Angie. And why? Was the person who fired hurt instead?
これが魔法。見事よ、レビアタン。
光栄の至り。我らが主に逆らう愚かなる人間どもよ。どうして人間の世界に魔法は持ち込めないはずなのに。
Well, apparently you can.
魔法は見えないはずなのに、触れられないはずなのに、どうして。
これが本当の魔法だからよ。
何をしてるのよお前。殺せ殺せ。
One of the black suit who had finally come to his senses and took out his gun, raided it.
我らが主に銃口を覗かせる無礼を私が許すと思っ死ね。
Those words were a requiem. The man's chest had already been pierced by Lucifer, who had become the stake of pride in an instant. Thump. With the sound of the second person falling, the black suit now realized for certain that their lives were in peril. The instant of one of the black suit doubled over in shock and turned on his heel to escape from that place, the stake of sloth.
我が主への狼藉に対する報い、これ式で済んだことに感謝せよ。死ね！
In his right eye, a hole as big as a walnut opened, and his head split. That figure was sprayed with blood, and their face was twisted demonically with the joy at being able to use their full power. The black suit were flustered in pointing their guns in every direction, but they didn't understand what was happening. They knew that something terrifying was coming from them from somewhere, but they didn't know where. Oh, they cannot see the sisters?
Apparently not.
But they couldn't see.
They couldn't see.
Okay. Because they didn't believe in magic, they could not see. Just as the Black Witch said, Satan was standing boldly right in front of a black suit. However, the black suit couldn't see her at all.
人間に私たちの姿が見えるとでも捉えられるとでも間抜けな人間が魔法に対する畏怖を忘れたる愚かの代償を払うがいい何よこれ何が起こってるの
あなたには見えない愛がないから。
ありえないこれだけの人間がいて反魔法の毒素をばらまいてるってのにどうして魔法が権限できるのあんた何者なの
魔女よ。あんたと違って本物の。
うわー畜生この
Announcing his candidacy for becoming the fourth victim, one of the black suit pointed his gun at Ange, and the trigger was... Ange glared at him coldly and simply ordered.
次、サタン。
踏んでるサタンすでにここにならばが今のエンジェ様と私たちに銃弾ごときが当たると思うか
The stick of anger pierced and smashed the bullet fired by the black suit, and continued straight on towards the man's face.
己が愚かさを知り地獄で後悔せしねえ
With a terrible explosive sound, the upper half of the man's head was smashed. Bathed in scattered flesh and blood, Angel quietly asked one more question.
ねえ、かすみおばさん。まだ信じる気にならないの？
こんなバカなことあるわけないでしょ
I have one question. Is this really happening?
Yes.
認めないわ魔法なんてあるわけがないそうよ魔法なんてあるわけがない
Then I have several more questions, but it's not the time now.
魔女なんているわけがない
魔法はあるよ魔女はいるよ
Oh, even Sakutaro is not transparent anymore.
No.
そうよ
And in Mammon as
魔
well.
法はあるのよ魔女はいるのよそしてこの怒りと悲しみで満ちた世界に幸せの世界への扉を開く鍵にできるのあんたなんかにそれを否定させない
幸せな世界への鍵はみんなの手に握られてるんだそれを奪う資格は誰にもないんだ
それを理解できぬ。そなたの人生に魔法の力があったならもっと違った。 穏やかそなたがその生涯において本当の魔女と出会えなかったことを私は哀れむ。
Zumi let out a piercing scream. At the same time, two of the black suit came for me at once, thrusting their gun at my head, like they were trying to use me as a hostage against something their eyes couldn't see. Against the Seven Sister of Purgatory, who had now reached the level of weapons, this was completely pointless.
畜生、どこにやがるんだ。攻撃をやめねえとこの天の命はねえぞ。姿を現しやがれ。
何言ってんのこいつ。美味しそうな腹渡をしてるくせに。エンジ様、次は私にお任せを。
許す。殺せ。
ありがたき幸せ。死ね
The mancha split and his gas poured out. This terrible way of dying threw the other man into total panic. However, Asmodeus' form was already at his back, grasping his neck and smiling obscenely.
かわいい子。ねえねえ、どこを貫いてほしい？エンジ様、ご希望はございますか？
頭。
かしこまりました。死ね！
Final black suit is smashed by the stick of blast, and as his inside scattered, it twisted and fell. In the gruesome world where 6 people lay in a sea of blood, Witch and Yuma confronted each other.
スマデラかすみ、そなたの哀れなる人生に私は心の底より同情する。その埋め得ぬ心の穴を塞げる魔法を授けてもよい。そなたがその魔法を信じるならば。
バカなこと言わないで。こんなの私は認めない。
As Kazuma was scared out of her wits, stepped backwards. She picked up a handgun that someone had dropped. Then shaking, she pointed it at Angel.
そうよ、かすみ。その銃で撃ちなさい。あんたの憎しみを銃弾に変えて放ちなさい。殺してやる。
Oh, she's gonna die.
あんたを殺さなきゃ私の人生は報われないのよ。そうよ、殺して引き金を引いて。あいつにあんたのみすぼらしい今日までの全ての怒りを全部叩きつけてやるの。そうでなきゃあんたは痛みと苦しみから解放されないのよ。
やめて、かすみおばさん。黒き魔女に耳を貸してはダメ。
殺してやる。殺してやる。あんたの母親のせいで私の人生はめちゃくちゃ。
なら私の魔法でその人生をこれから少しずつ明るく穏やかなものにもできるか。あなたが魔法を信じ心を入れ替えさえすれば、あなたに新しい世界への扉を開いてあげられるの。
そんなものはないわ。あいつの言う救いなんてどうせおとぎ話の中だけよ。
Okay.
あんたの人生はもはや死ぬまでトゲまみれ。その苦痛の叫びをあいつに聞かせて失ったものは何も取り返せないのよ。そうでしょ、スマデラかすみ。
そうね、何も取り返せないかもしれない。でもきっと新しく何かを生み出すことができる。だからかすみおばさん、その銃を捨ててかすみおばさんにも幸せな世界を教えて。
私はね、あんたの母親が逃げたせいで、あんたの母親のいい名付けと身代わりに結婚させられたのよ。将来を誓い合った男がいたのよ。別れさせられたのよ。あんたの母親の代わりと継がされて、話もろくにしたことがない男とちぎりを交わさせられた私の気持ちが殺してやりたかったのに、Aさんは勝手に死んだ。だからあんたを殺すの。そうでなきゃ私のトゲまみれの人生は終わらないのよ。
From Kazumi's eyes, tears of passion dripped down. So pitiable. This person's tears were so clear and beautiful. But for that reason, she hadn't been able to fully withstand their sad pain. And have been given no choice but to listen to the Black Witch's temptation.
かわいそうにならばせめてあなたを、あなたの魂を永遠に解放し、連鎖の鎖から解き放ってあげるわ。それが今の私にできる唯一の施しかもしれない。
死ねー、後ろ宮エンジェー。
さようなら、かすみおばさん。静かな世界でゆっくりと休んで。
I no longer feel anger right for you. I just want to let your soul rest in peace. Kazumi Ant can spat fire. Slowly, the bullet continued through a ward frozen to the utmost limit, aiming for Angel's forehead. Angel's all in caps.
Yep.
マモン。
強欲のマモン、ここに。
ありがとう。あなたたちと作太郎に出会えたから、私は全てを理解できた。
エンジェ。
作太郎は後ろを向いていなさい。マモン、その女を解放してあげて、そしてマリアージュ・ソルシエルの名誉を守れ。
はい、覚悟せよスマデラ・カスミ。
When the word was frozen, the stake of grief flashed like lightning, and already had gotten behind Kazumi.
貴様に多少の得があるならば、再び煉獄の山で相まみえようぞ。死ね
The upper half of Sumidera Kazumi's head was smashed. A cage of flesh was shattered, and she was finally released.
あとは黒き魔女。今となってはあなたにエヴァおばさんの面影を見ていることさえ。
私の姿が未だに後ろ宮。それはあんたの中で未だに私が許せてない。分かっているのよ、エンジェ。あんただってトゲまみれの人生から解放されたくて仕方がないの。なら面白いことを思いつ。私もあんたに魔法を見せてあげる。あんたを殺すのは私じゃないわ。
With the worst of smiles on her face, the Black Witch changed her form into something like a black mist. Or else, a vast swarm of black flying insects which began to swirl around me. Then the black mist began to gather bit by bit, shaping itself into the form of a human.
うすうすは想像がついてるくせに、あんたが最も憎み恨んだ。そして女もあなたを最も恨み憎んだ。
What? How? When the black mist cleared, over there was Onteva's form, as she had been during her life. Her hands were holding a gun.
エヴァおばさんは死んだわよ。
お久しぶりね、エンジェ。あんたを殺すために地獄から戻ってきた。
Onteva glared at me with a mad laugh.
でもあまり驚かないわ。エヴァおばさん、そういう人だったし。
私のお葬式はさぞや気分が晴れ晴れし、私も晴れ晴れしていたわよ。でもたった一つだけ心残りが、それがこれよ。
私を、それが最後の遺言だったの。
The situation is grave, but you still must vibe.
But it still must vibe. Oh yeah, of course. How beautiful, even after death. My aunt wasn't released from her pain.
黒き魔女の力こそが私の魔法の源泉だったわ。怒りと憎しみが私に努力と不屈を教えてくれた。それはあんたの言う現実逃避の魔法とは全く違うの。
あんたの言う魔法なんてただの八つ当たりによるストレス解消だわ。
Yeah, that's how it looked like, at least.
私たちの魔法は違う。世界そのものを作り変えるの。あんたの小悪魔法とは全く格が違う。
なら黒と白のどちらが勝つかこの場で決着をつけてあげる。死してなお黒き魔法で復活してあんたをこうして重厚。あんたの白き魔法はどんな奇跡で対抗を。半魔法の毒素であなたを取り込んだわ。七姉妹はもう二度と呼べ。さっきの奇跡はもう起こらない。
それでも起こるから魔法って言うんだわ。いいわよ、マモン。私に力を貸して。
But Mammon didn't respond. She didn't appear. Certainly, as she said, a major existing toxin had burned everything up like a wasteland purged by a blazing sun. These must be a little tough.
呼びかけても無駄よ。もう二度と。
The seven sister, okay.
だからそれでも呼べるから魔法なのよね。
哀れね。さよなら。あんたとのささやかな日々はそこそこに楽しかったわ。これでお別れよ。よかったわね。あんたの終着駅がここ。
ええ、全くよ。気が利くわね。
ありがとう。それじゃお別れね。
The barrel of the gun rose slowly, so that you could see all the way down it. Then, the trigger was slowly. At that moment, the gun exploded. It wasn't that it fired, it burst. You're kidding me. In shock, inside a frozen space, Eva looked at the eruptor again. When time melted, the fragments would probably smash into her face all at once.
強欲のママ、ここに。バカ。
Oh, she broke the gun and make it explode. Okay. This was a very Kenshiro moment. You know.
Yeah.
When Kenshiro does the "you're already dead" and then
Yes.
the dude is unaware and it goes, what are you talking about? And then he explodes because of the...
Yes.
Behind Eva's back, Bumble stood. She already penetrated the target I had given her, which was the gun.
これで魔法は十分、エヴァおばさん。
Then time melted. The fragment of the burst gun and exploding gunpowder burned her face. Letting out a shrill scream, she covered her face and rolled around. It was pitiful.
運がなかったわね。これでゲームオーバーよ、エヴァおばさん。
I signaled to Mammon so that I would be freed quickly from the pain of the burned face as she writhed all around. It's kind of like it happened to Jessica in chapter 3.
Yeah. Yes. Kind of like that.
It's not a coincidence, I suppose. You're not saying anything is suspicious as fuck. Let me tell you that.
ありがとう、マモン。あの日の教室であなたたちの無力を罵ったことを今こそ心の底より、そして再び謝るわ。あなたたちは魔女を守るための優秀な家具だった。
こちらこそ感謝します。良き魔女に、良き主に最後に出会え、家具の本分を尽くせたことを心より光栄に思います。
Mama had understood. This would be the final job I'd give her. Mama quietly walked up to me. Then she looked down at
エヴァ
Eva.
おばさん、今日まで付き合ってくれてありがとう。これでお別れよ。
So Eva actually revived like that because the Eva witch was actually not dead. because, you know, being a witch and all of that.
I'm not gonna tell you anything.
Of course.
Have a nice dream. See you here.
You have the key to read this right. You already know something very important to read this.
I already know.
You know.
I know.
Yes.
Eh?
There's something extremely important that happened to Angel before. Something that she's been told before. That's extremely important, and that's the key to read this scene. Air quotes correctly.
What? To enjoy in the future. Is this the best possible outcome?
No, it's
no.
not that.
Okay, it's not that.
It's not that. No, it's not that. You asked me if this is really is happening. I told you yes.
Yeah.
I said by my words, but there is a but. And the but is what you already know.
And the but is what I already know.
Yes.
I'm not sure I follow that, but okay.
You can think about it later.
Okay, I will think about it later. Cool. Then the light sound of her forehead being bored into rang out. The battle of gunpowder, smoke, and fury of white and black magic ended. I get the feeling it was truly a long journey, and the world slowly sank into darkness. Wait, what? She's back in town? What? Eh? I thought she was gonna go into the loop. What?
Continue.
The sun should have been sparkling, laying out in the sky, but were scattered beneath me. We realized that the pearl and ruby made a red and white stream. I noticed it was a vast nighttime scene spread out below. It was a sky of that nighttime scene, neither standing nor flying, simply floating. From where in particular I could hear a clap. Truly dual applause. I know. It's the one who ordered me. What? She never left that. What the fuck? She was falling until now, and all of it was like a hallucination or something? All of that was fake.
No, I don't think so.
It's the one who ordered me to go on a journey. Burn Castle.
おめでとう、無限の魔女エンジェ・ベアトリーチェ。あなたは旅路の末に魔法のすべてを理解したわ。ええ、私は今や魔法のすべてを理解。私は魔女よ。マリアージュ・ソルシエルが生み出した魔法世界を継承した最後。あなたにしかベアトリーチェの世界を切り裂けない。魔法を知るからこそそれに抵抗も覚えるわ。魔法は愛と悲しみと怒り。ベアトリーチェがどんなに残酷な魔女であったと、その魔法の源泉は全く同じ。だからこそ彼女のその世界を本当はそっとしてあげたい。少なくとも彼女にとってその世界は完成。あなたが家族を諦められるならね。そうだから申し訳ないけれど私は戦わなければならない。家族を取り戻せるかもしれない。わずかの確率に勝てて魔女となる旅に出たのだから。ベアトリーチェを殺さない限りあなたには孤独な世界しか存在しない。
それを100億のかけらを旅した私が保証す。
分かってるわ。同情してる余地なんて心を鬼にして彼女の心を切り裂く。
その気持ちが揺るぎないならよかったわ。
Felt a bit hollower hearing that from a person whose fact was almost always expressionless. I mean, between the two of you, I don't know who's expressionless the most.
Bernkastel, of course.
Bernkastel,
100%.
yes, but even Angela put on a good fight, honestly.
Yeah.
Bernkastel. The mysterious witch who invited me on this journey.
私、あなたが嘘をついてたんじゃないかと。
どうして？
私は1998年の演者だから。家族を救っても、それは1986年の演者に救われるだけ。
Then what? But then she knows about the thing that Lambda Delta told her.
Bernkastel told her to go on to a journey.
She's back from the journey now?
She's back from her journey and
But-
basically reporting to Bernkastel.
Yes, but isn't she supposed to be in the loop? Is that scene of where saying her soul went into the loop and all of that was the moment she got into the loop? What the fuck?
I'm gonna hold off my
So-
answer
so
to
wait,
that,
and I
because
also-
honestly, I
and
don't
I-
remember when she got into the loop, honestly.
There was the moment
I know
with
it's a
the scene with the wind and all of that stuff when she said, "Oh yes, at this point, my soul definitely went into the loop, into the moment of 1986 where my felt and all of that. My body's now here, but my soul is on the over."
No.
No?
No, I don't think so.
No?
I'm not sure, but the way I read it, it's like with my soul, I was there. I was. ready to
Okay.
reach
I've returned.
that
Okay, yeah, it could be.
moment. It was not.
I thought that as well in that moment, but now that I see these, I'm not that sure anymore. That's why.
That's probably on theme. Probably on theme. Honestly, right now, I wouldn't be sure of when she got into the loop. But from what I'm rereading right now, basically she met with Bernkastel. Bernkastel told her to go onto a journey so that she could become the final witch.
Yes.
Because without that, she cannot be.
She cannot be. Yes, of course. But
right now she has the actual competence to go into the.
okay, yes. My question is, was all of that real or not?
The journey.
Yes, because if she's back at the moment she's falling down,
I think so.
it looks more like it was like a lucid dream or something like that. And then she went back in time?
Personally, I would think that it's real. And it's just Bernkastel doing stuff.
They're kind of breaking the rules though, because what about the toxin and all of that stuff they were saying?
That's correct.
She's there. She's just
Okay.
that good. She's just that strong.
No. Okay. Please take my words if where I was speaking in red.
Mm-hmm.
What you saw in one way or another happened.
Okay, but oh. Okay, there's like several explanations for all of that, which would make more sense. The only thing that doesn't make sense is Eva being alive, but whatever.
Okay. Can you, would you
I mean,
would you like
what if okay, that happened. Nobody saw the sisters, but that's only Onjeze saw them because she believed in that. But what if instead of that, if I have to explain in without magic, of course, I'm talking right now. What if it was Amakusa with a, I don't know, a sniper rifle or something, shooting all of the people? It could be explained like that, or him or anyone else. I mean, we know that he can use weapons and stuff like that, so. And that would explain the, the people exploding and all of that stuff. And that would also make sense. The gun exploded because if you shot at the gun explodes because there's gunpowder and all of that.
Okay. That's a possible explanation.
Yes, but I don't know. I'm not sure about that myself. It's very far-fetched and I have no proof of that.
Would you like me to remind you of something that NJ got told? Or would you like to think about it?
You remind me because maybe I forgot.
The seven sisters told NJ that she could only use them if she had the willpower and capabilities of doing of carrying out the order herself.
Yes, so basically saying if you want me to kill someone, you have to be capable to killing it yourself, because it's like their instrument. It's like their items. So you have to be capable of doing something yourself. Because before you do it. Okay. Okay, that is agreeable. But I mean, she was alone and there was like several people, at least 7 people, at least 7, no, 8, plus evil incarnate, so 9, at least, let's say 10 people more or less, okay? Against 1. And they all have guns, and she hadn't. So, explain that. Somehow she killed all of them, barehanded.
She was able to carry this out somehow.
I don't know.
This is what we can know right now.
Yeah. I guess it's gonna be explained because the game explains everything, but whatever. So,
I think so, but even if this part is not gonna be explained because I don't specifically remember if they have.
What I mean, not a specific explanation this scene, general explanation that could also explain this scene.
Okay, you're gonna get at the end of this game with the key to read everything.
Of course.
There is one extremely simple key of reading, but without that it cannot be seen.
Of course. There could also be another explanation. They all missed the shot, which is basically impossible. But very improbable. Help me say very improbable. But not impossible.
Very probable.
And I mean, it's a huge bet, but Kinzo like taking those huge bets, so,
Yeah. Anyway, the only thing I'm not sure of is when Angie actually got into the loop. That part I honestly...
don't remember. That's okay.
I don't remember.
By the way, let's continue reading and see what's going on.
だから騙されていると思っていたことがあるの。
その通り、私はあなたを騙したわ。
でも今は感謝してる。だってあなたは私に家族の取り戻し方を。
私は何も教えてそれを知ったのだとしたら、 それはあなたが魔女として自ら至った境地だ。それも私のそれとは違う境地。私に理解はできないけれど、もしもそうならばおめでとう。私はこのゲームのプレイヤーではなく駒だとあなたは私に言ったわよね。ええ、言ったわ。その役割を今こそ完全に理解した。駒に感情はいらない。ただ勝利のために最善を尽くせばいい。ええ、その通り。ゲームは最善手を差し合うものでしょう。躊躇や戸惑いで指し手をおかしくしてたら対戦相手も混乱するわ。
Sorry, Beatrice, but don't hate me. Umineko is still in their family, so I have the right to fight you, so that I can take them back. And you have the responsibility to be challenged by me to a fight, so don't hate me. In exchange, if you do win in this game, I'll give you my blessing as well. Come on, let's go. As the piece I am, it's finally time for my true turn. Sorry, Beatrice. Won't hand the agent over to you. They were white and it wasn't white. It was as a gold color as bright as can be. There was the beautiful Shinomiya family rose garden. However, the flowers on the roses were all gold. The nectar was also gold colored. This is new music.
Yes. Yes.
The butterfly gathered there were gold as well. This is the Golden Land. The promised land that the witches of Maria Sierra had finally been guided to. There, all wishes are granted and all magic and dreams are born. In that garden of gold roses were two and only two witches. I appear as an uninvited guest, making that atmosphere tremble with unrest. What was to them a wind of misfortune shook the golden roses. The incredibly beautiful scene formed by the golden roses petals scattered by the wind was clearly something not of this world. The two who had been taking a walk on the path of golden roses noticed me and were surprised.
どうやってここへ？引き取られよ。わらわはもはやここへは誰も招かぬのだ。
Beto spoke coldly. She seemed like a completely different person from the boldly sneering woman she had once been. She had closed off her heart and shut herself up in a world where she was alone with Maria Onechan. However, she could always be alone with a flanky Maria Onechan, lecturing about magic while drinking tea. With no one to hurry them, and nothing to hold them back, where not a single person who might hurt them existed. Yes, to the two of them, it was a small, perfect universe.
悪いわね、あんたに。ここに引きこもられちゃ困るのよ。私たちは、あんたが戻ってこなきゃ、ゲームが進まないの。
わらわは飽きたからやめたと言った。
Oh wait, so this is after the part with Butler disappearing.
Yes.
This timeline is confusing, honestly.
Now that I think about it, it could be that it's just all of that. Everything that happened to AJ outside just happened to the outside, and then she came to the realization that she learned about everything that she needed once she was inside. So that was the last conversation that we saw with Ben Castel, but I'm not too sure.
I'm not sure I follow what you said. Sorry.
It's just everything that happened before happened. And then she actually realized everything once she was inside.
What do you mean everything before that happened?
Oh god, the journey to Rokkenjima.
Okay, yes.
Her becoming the witch.
Mm-hmm. When that happened?
Before she got into the game layer.
Yes. That was pretty clear, or else she wouldn't have the power to be...
There. Yeah.
There.
Okay. No, okay. It's confusing even for me.
It is confusing. Well, it's not really important when she got in. She just got in.
She's got an in, yes.
もうゲームには戻らぬ。
ベアとはね、ずっとここでマリアと一緒にいる。ここで一緒にお茶を飲んでね、いろいろな遊びを考えるの。エンジェも一緒に遊んでいいんだよ。
マリア、それはならぬと言ったはず。わらわにはそなただけがいればよい。だからそなたもわらわだけがいればよいと。
ありがとう。マリアをそこまで必要としてくれる人はベアトだけだよ。ならベアトと一緒にいる二人きりでいい。
マリア、すまぬ。ありがとう。
Better and Maria tied. Even created a small warm universe between their joined arms. It was probably the smallest universe in the world. Smallest units in the world which a pair who needed each other could give birth to. No matter how small it was a complete world. But I had to tear it apart.
悪いけど、そういうわけにはいかないの。私はこのマリアージュ・ソルシエルの黄金鏡を
なぜわらわの世界を壊すのか。この世界がわらわとマリア以外の誰に迷惑をかけたというのか。
あんたが始めて終わらせずにほったらかしたゲームでお兄ちゃんがずっと待たされてる。
Oh, I think I got it now. The 12 years. It's actually the 12 years that from the moment Beto stopped the game to now. So, like, Battle disappeared for 12 years. I think.
You think?
I don't know. But then she was there even before. I'm not sure. Never mind.
Let's just read for now, for a little bit longer, not much.
Yeah.
あんたが席に戻らなくちゃ勝負は永遠に終わらないのよ。
あのゲームにもはやプレイヤーは一人も。バトラは消え去り、わらわもまた消え去り、あのゲームはもはや終わったのだ。
終わってない。あんたの始めたゲームでしょ。最後まできっちり責任を持って終わらせなさい。バトラを打ち負かし、あなたが本当に望んだ世界をあなたが打ち負かされ、あなたの魔法に飲み込まれた全てを解放するか、しっかり最後まで責任を取りなさい。
ダメだよ。ベアトはこの世界でマリアと永遠に二人きりで過ごすの。マリアもベアトさえいれば他には何もいらないの。ここでは全ての願いが叶う。全てがある。
This golden land is made up of nothing more than the crystallizations of Beatrice's and Maria Onation's thought. To drag Beth out of this world, I'm going to have to destroy it. I will destroy this golden land, which must be a final piece of work in Beatrice's eyes.
お姉ちゃん、それは違う。この黄金鏡は嘘つきだわ。お姉ちゃんの本当に叶えたい願いを叶えてくれていない。
そんなことないよ。ここでは何でも叶うの。見て、ここには優しいママだっている。
All butterflies gather behind Mariam, forming into a candle smiling Aunt Rosa. After smiling sweetly at me, it became golden petals and crumbled. Didn't last that much, let me tell you.
ここでは何だって生み出せるの。エンジだって生み出せるよ。バトラだって、ジョージお兄ちゃんだって、ジェシカお姉ちゃんだって。いくらでも呼び出せるよ。みんな優しくしてくれるよ。
What about Sakutaro?
エンジもおいでよ。一緒に遊ぼう。
Is that what she's gonna say?
Of course.
Sorry, Nechan.
サク太郎は
Yeah, oh god, exactly my words.
Pimpon. Ouch.
Oh. On hearing Sakutaro's name, Onichan looked like she was choking.
よせ、その名を口にするな。
But a special change as well. And she had Maria guarding her shoulders. Honestly, Beatrice is... I don't know whatever. Beatrice is Maria's real mother. More mother than her actual mother.
Yeah, yeah.
Sakutaro's name was still taboo for Onichan.
どうして口にしちゃいけないマリアお姉ちゃんの一番の親友の名前を。どうしてその親友をこの素敵な黄金鏡に招いてあげないの。
Because she can't.
どうしてこの何でも願いの叶う黄金鏡では作太郎だけ呼び出すことができないの。
それは良いのだぞマリア。作太郎のことを思い出さなくても。
作太郎はママに殺されたんだよ。
Onichan flew into a rage with a terrible expression on her face. Surprised by that voice, the butterfly through the garden flew up, blowing around like a typhoon of flower petals.
ええ、知ってるわ。
Yep, we know about that.
Poor Maria.
Her scream became a storm that violently scattered the golden petals and leaves. It truly was a storm of gold.
やめよやめよやめよやめよ。なぜマリアの心の傷を再び引き裂こうとするのか。
Probably the only way to stop this.
わらわとマリアの大切な親友の眠りを汚すな。
ならどうしてその大切な親友をあなたの魔法で蘇らせてあげないの。
それができるものならやっている。しかしあのぬいぐるみはローザによる手作りの品。そのたった一つが引き裂かれた魔法的意味は。
ごまかさないで。どうして作太郎が蘇らせられないか。答えは一つだわ。あなたが本当の魔女じゃないからよ。
Oh, feel the burn. Someone needs some cold water.
Yes.
蘇らせられるとも。
Then do it.
わらわの魔法でいくらでもこうして蘇らせられるとも。作太郎でこの庭園を埋めることだってできようぞ。
ええ、できるでしょうね。でもあなたの生み出した作太郎は決してお姉ちゃんには見えない。どうしてか分かってるでしょ。もう一度言うわ。あなたが本当の魔女でないからなのよ。
やめてー。どうしてエンジはそんなひどいことばかり言うの。ベアとはたくさん魔法が使えるよ。とても素敵な魔女なんだよ。作太郎だけは蘇らせられなかったけど、他のことなら何だってできるの。だから作太郎だけは我慢できるの。
ううん、お姉ちゃん、それは違うわ。魔女にできないことなんて、それができない時点でベアトリーチェは本当の魔女じゃないわ。
Is she trying to negate Beatrice as well as she negated Butler, so they're uneven? No?
She wants to destroy
そ
the
れは
golden
違う
lamp.
よ。
Yeah, yeah.
作太郎のよりしろのぬいぐるみはママの手作りの特別なものだから。
だから蘇らせられない。ベアトリーチェのあなたの魔法はそんなにも不便なの。
ならばそなたなら作太郎を蘇らせられる。そなたの魔法ならばそれができるというのか。
I bet she could.
できるわ。
I knew it.
マリアお姉ちゃん、私が本当の魔法を見せてあげるわ。私が作太郎を蘇らせてあげる。
本当。
God, that eyes full of hopes. It's
Yeah.
can't.
ベアトリーチェもできなかったんだよ。本当に。
ええ、できるわ。その代わり約束して、私が 作太郎を蘇らせてあげたなら、この黄金鏡から出て。
Oh.
そんなことは許さぬ。ここはわらわとマリアの世界。マリアがいなくなったら壊れてしまう。
The minimum number of humans it takes to create a new universe is 2, but the wider world is destroyed. So Dark Dog the Witch is shut away in the Golden Land, allowed to destroy this world.
そう。それこそがあなたが魔女でないし、本当の魔女ならね、宇宙は一人で生み出せるのよ。マリアージュ・ソルシエール魔女同盟。この同盟の存在自体があなたが魔女でないことの証になっている。
嫌だ。マリアは渡さぬ。そなたは嫌いだ。今すぐに帰れ。ここから出ていけ。
勝手にみんなをゲームに引きずり込んでおいて、自分は機嫌一つで飽きたり追い出したり、なんて自分勝手なの。見なさい、ベアトリーチェ、そしてマリアお姉ちゃん。これが本当の魔法なのよ。
本当に作太郎を蘇らせられるの？
できるわけがない。ここはわらわとマリアの二人だけの黄金鏡。
Well, she did magic in the real world, so why can she do it
そ
here?
なたに使える魔法など一つもない。今のそなたには超一匹生み出すことさえ叶わぬわ。
静かにしてベアト。エンジを邪魔しないで。
Oh.
This is so painful to watch.
Oh, the world is destroying and stuff like that because she.
Not yet,
No.
not yet.
When Maria yelled, the storm suddenly stopped and the air returned to silence. It seemed as a massive number of golden petals had been blown upwards, quietly drifted down. It was fantastical, as though a golden snow was falling. Maria, thinking about this unlikely, if only miracle, unconsciously joined her hands together as though praying. Beata watched Maria do this, her heart racing. The extremely unlikely were to happen. Maria would. This world would. But it's unthinkable. Absolutely impossible. The stuffed animal, which had been the only one in the world, was torn apart and thrown away. It's not the only one in the world. And not a thread remained. Reviving it was simply and absolutely impossible. This is my golden land, where magic that isn't mine certainly cannot exist.
できるものならやってみろ、後ろ宮エンジ。
I think she just bought another Sakutaro and it's gonna give it to her, and that's gonna be as simple as that. At Beato's scream-like cry, the word lost its sound. A slowly recited incantation for true magic.
さあさあ、思い出してごらんな、マリアの親友の作太郎。あなたがどんな姿をしていたのか思い出して、あなたがどんなに愛くるしいぬいぐるみだったのか思い出してごらんな。
Expression of shock rose to both of their faces. Then, pushing Beato's elbows aside, Maria dashed forward. Then, she clung to us both.
大丈夫、作太郎は消えないよ。
ウリュウ、マリア、ただいま。作太郎、作太郎。作太郎、会いたかった。
It was without a doubt the stuffed animal lion, Sakutaro. Its softness, its texture, its features, it's everything. Maria had forgotten, but the instant she hugged that stuffed animal, it all came back to her vividly.
ウリュウ、マリア、ただいま。 サク太郎、体は平気なの？どこも痛くない？あんなにひどいことされたのにどこも平気なの？
Oh god, I can't.
ウリア、エンジェが魔法で蘇らせてくれたから全然平気な。よかった。おかえり、サク太郎。もうマリアといつまでも一緒だよ。永遠に一緒だよ。だから僕、離さないでね。離さないよ、永遠に。
Then, still like in Sakutaro, she looked up at me with tear-filled eyes.
ありがとう、エンジェの魔法はすごい。どうしてサク太郎を蘇ベアトにもできなかったのに。
ありえぬ。どうしてわらわの黄金鏡でわらわ以外の人間が魔法を使う。こんなことは断じてありえぬ。
何をうろたえているのよベア。これが魔法でしょ。
魔法のわけがない。ここはわらわの黄金鏡。わらわ以外の魔法は絶対に存在できない世界。そして魔法でサク太郎を蘇らせることはできなかった。できるはずがないの。そのぬいぐるみはローザが娘の誕生日のために作った世界でたった一つの。
There we go.
Oh, okay, that's why I knew. Okay.
ね、魔法でしょ。
Oh, she's crying.
She knows it's a lie.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, Beato understood that it's not. That's the thing. With this miracle she couldn't possibly accept, Beato understood all of my magic. She looked at Maria and Sakutaro and instantly frolicking around. Looked at me. And then fell to her knees. With even her hands pressed into the ground. And cried. She cannot. You cannot tell her. You cannot tell her no way. No way you can tell her. No way you can tell her. The only thing that she thinks her mother did good, you can't. You can't.
魔法であるぞ。それこそが本当の魔法であるぞ。
どうしてベアトにもできない魔法をエンジが使えるの？
If you tell her, I swear.
どうして
She loves Mario
エンジすごい。エンジはすごい魔女。マリアなんかよりもずっとすごい。本当の魔女だよ。
Yes. It's all of that.
ええ、そうよお姉ちゃん。私は反言の魔女ヘンジェ。私に蘇らせられないものはないわ。
すごいよ、すごい。反言の魔法って一番難しいってベアトも言ってたのに。エンジはすごい。本当の大魔女なんだ。
At the time, Maria and Sakutaro's form flashed gold, and the form of the two became golden flower petals that crumbled away. As the two became a golden wind that swirled together, they left for some other peaceful place not here. Beato had, as promised, banished Maria from the Golden Land.
さよなら、マリアお姉ちゃん。そしていつまでもお幸せに。大丈夫よ。お姉ちゃんの世界にも必ずあなたはいるわ。でもそれはあなたのことじゃない。
よかったな、マリア。その再会をこ 心より祝福するぞ。
Beto's face was a mixture of what was probably every a human expression a human could muster. It was joy, anger, and sadness.
それが魔法の根源よね。愛がなければ、悲しみがなければ、怒りがなければ、魔法は。
Oh, I see. I see what they mean now. For Maria, it's magic because for her, it's something made specifically for her, and not another one can exist. When in reality, it's not like that. But for her, it's that. For her, Sakutaro has been revived.
In her eye, yes. Exactly.
The ground shook. An earthquake. The girl assumed greater and greater features, and began to tear Beatrice's final paradise apart. But when battle rifled her about, trying to escape, but there was nowhere to escape to. And Beatrice was the same. The gauntlet began to crumble away. The earth crumbled downward like a floor falling through. And Beatrice was sucked into the depths of a jet black darkness. Then she was mercilessly slammed against the jet black floor. It was a dimly lit smoking room. There was no door to exit by. And while there was a window, it let no light. Into Beatrice's shadowy smoking room. Even though Beato was moaning from the pain of being slammed against that cold hard floor, she shakily rose to her feet. There was a seat there, at the game table still, just as it had been when she left it. Game board also remained in the same state that Beato left it in.
そこがあなたの席、座りなさい。
わらわに座るべき席はここしかないということなのか。
Beato put a hand against her own seat and laughed so sadly.
勝つか、あなたに与えられるのはそれだけよ。それに行き着く過程での引き分けは許されるでしょう。でも中断して投げ出すことだけは許さない。勝って生き残るか、負けて消え去るか、そのどちらかになるまであなたはその席を立つことなんて許されない。それが魔女のゲームのホストである黄金の魔女ベアトリーチェの唯一の務めでしょ。
Often weakly, Beato sat in that seat. Then she rested her elbow and covered her face with both hands, showing off a smile with nothing but her
勝
mouth.
てぬゲームを逃げることは許されん。ならばよかる。わらわが負けるまで。
何よ気弱な。勝ちなさいよ。あなたの最善手を尽くしなさい。あなたが始めたゲーム、あなたには最善手を指す義務がある。いい加減に優柔不断にふざけるのはやめて。
That time there was a violent sound. Beato felt a cold, pathetic sensation on her leg.
捕まえ、やっと捕まえたわよ、ベアと。
おや。
Oh,
ダイラムダデルタ教ではない。
she's like chained.
Mm-hmm.
まだおられたとはな。
His foot was caught in an ice cold steel shackle, tying her to the chair she sat in. She would no longer be able to escape from it, it said.
もう逃げられないんだからね。私こう見えてもしつこいの。意外でしょ。
自覚がなかった方が意外であるわ。
あんたには中座も中断も許されてないの。永遠に戦うのよ。勝つためにね。負けたくはないでしょ。負けたらどんな素敵な世界に叩き落とされるか、ちょっぴりだけ覗いてみたい。大丈夫よ。勝てるわよ。この大ラムダデルタ教があんたが勝つまでつきっきりで永遠に面倒を見てあげるから。
Oh, but she doesn't want you to win. But if I wish to find, oh, okay, no, it's just her saying that.
Bugged.
大丈夫よ。バトラーを見つけてきたの。
Remember, get that. Don't worry, I found Butler. When Katha appeared and clapped her hands, Butter appeared from the sky and popped into the opposite chair. Butter's eyes were slightly open, but there was no sparkle in them, almost like a doll's. With what one of the pillars that established his soul, he had fallen into the depth of darkness and had been drifting about all this time. Should have then scattered and disappeared like mist, but Bernkastel managed to scrap it together. It's incredible that she managed to bring him back into a human form. However, even though his flesh had returned, his soul has not. It had been blown away by Beatrice after having its existence denied. Would not come back easily.
バトラもこの戦いを逃げないよ。あんたに勝つまでね。勝ち目がなくなってきたからって全て投げ出して逃げるなんてそんな無粋を許しはしない。彼だってそんなことを望んではいないわ。でしょ？後ろ宮バトラ。
But they didn't answer. His heart was still dead. His eye was slightly wavered slightly at the question, but he couldn't answer.
バトラ、しっかり。あなたはここにいるわよ。そして敵は目の前にいる。
I suggest we stop here.
Okay.
I know it's kinda abrupt, but if I remember correctly, it's better to stop here.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I mean, this is where they restart the game, so it makes sense.
Well, I didn't remember this was all so painful to read.
God. That was something. That was something. At least Sakurataro's not dead. He didn't deserve that. If anyone tells Maria that, I will riot. No. I will personally go there and kill them. I will personally enter the game and kill them with my own hands. I will do it.
I'm gonna have so much fun.
I will do it. I'ma do it. Just look out. Just saying.
I think that you and me are gonna agree on something later on.
Okay. If anyone dares even think about doing that, I swear.
But for now, there's a 95% chance that we finish this next time.
Okay.
Because we are close.
Of course. And then after the end, there's the tea party, though, right? Tea party. Maria Protection. Yes, exactly. If anyone dares, if anyone even think about doing that,
we riot.
If anyone think about doing that, they're not gonna exist anymore in this universe.
So there's a part of the game still, and as I told you, there's almost a 2-hour tea party.
Yeah.
But that is necessary to see to the end.
Of course.
So if we can do like something akin to this session right here, I think that next time we're gonna finish up chapter 4.
Okay.
But that depends.
Okay,
it's
yeah. Of course, it's gonna. Okay, everyone.
Hopefully you enjoyed it.
Yes. I cried. So yes.
Okay. Good.
So
It's bad, but it's good.
It's bad, but it's good. Okay, so thank you everyone for being here. Next stream's gonna be in 2 days. It's gonna be Dino Crisis. What about you, Ofi?
I have absolutely no clue. Zero clue. It's gonna happen. Zero clue. It's gonna happen.
I'm gonna tell you a secret. Angie's Ofi's cooking something, but I can't tell what it is. Shh! Don't tell anyone though.
We will see.
She's cooking.
I am cooking. Yeah, I have already cooked.
I mean, she already cooked, but for you, it's still cooking.
Yes.
Off is always cooking something, of course. Okay, everyone. Thank you for being here. I'll see you in the beginning of PixelBit. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Bye.